show up.
I don't think I've been on a stream with him yet.
With Trigger yet, right?
Yeah. But
I
you guys
actually
want to know what movie I watched today with my kids?
What movie?
Never Ending Story.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
Nice.
That's really
So
good.
great. And like I was thinking about it, right? Because when Derpy mentioned The Fifth Element, I was thinking about if anybody freaking tries to remake this, I don't care how
We
much better
riot.
it's gonna be. I'm gonna be pissed.
We riot. Yep.
We riot.
Yeah, dude. Like
Instant riot.
just leave some things to the time that was
Untouched.
created. You know, like just don't touch it.
Yeah, true.
Stop
that,
doing
true that.
remakes, dude. Never Ending Story, awesome. Loved every minute of it. It was great. I need a luck dragon.
Yeah, the Falcor.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine named
Falcor.
Atreyu.
What?
I have a friend of mine named Atreyu. That's a wild name to have.
You guys can call me Falcor now.
Falcor. Here we go, boys.
That's how
Let's get
into it I am.
Let's jump in. What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Sunday night here with the Average Boys podcast. It's your boy Crispy, and I'm joined here with the Last Relic and Derpy Entertainment. Boys, how's it been going?
Chilling. You know,
Chilling.
happy.
Derp,
Happy as can be.
Derp got
Definitely
like
better than
one
the
word.
gas economy.
Oh yeah, no
What?
kidding, dude. He's like definitely better than the gas prices and gas economy right now.
Dude, yeah.
How? Okay, so let me ask. So like where I'm at, the highest it's gone up is like $4. Or
Like
how
$4
much is it
and
for,
like 11 cents.
for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, Derp, what about you, man?
What was the question? Sorry.
Roughly about the same price.
450.
450. Okay, so he's on the higher end.
Like three years ago, we had like a big one too. It got up to like $4.38 or so. I do feel like, still criticism to the current president, but I do feel like it's way more talked about because it's him.
Yeah, most definitely.
But like I don't think it's been. I don't know. I haven't compared the numbers, but it still sucks.
Yeah, most def. Me and Brian are always talking about this on the outside because we really don't cover any kind of like politic talks or anything like that on the show because it can get really toxic real fast. But yeah, like there's a lot of things that are going on in the world that just make things tough, and economically it's it can be a little bit rough. What's up? What's up, Noelani? How you guys doing? Good. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome back to the show. We're here. If you guys want to mention anything on the line, let us know what you guys want us to talk about. If there's anything in the nerd community that you guys think we should talk about, let us know. Let us know. Yeah. But how's it been going, boys? How's it been going in your part of the world? Texas, South Texas, good. We got our boys getting ready. I have one of my guys going to get ready to fight in Houston at Elevate MMA coming up in June 19th. So it'll be an MMA fight up in Houston, Texas. Yeah. So shout out to Elevate MMA.
Is that a Saturday?
Yeah. It'll be I think the fight's on a Friday. Yeah, which is crazy. So we're gonna weigh in Thursday and then get it. So
That's sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, another MMA fight. My boy Marco is ready. He's not injured from his last fight, so he wants to go out and get it.
As long as it doesn't end up a Gino Carano situation.
Jeez,
I'm in.
So shout out to everybody out there. The Yansers YouTube channel. Thank you guys for jumping in with us, and thank you guys for letting us backpack with you guys and hang out with you guys. Can I give you all a challenge? Yeah. By all means. I mean, it's got to be something like in the nerd thing, because if it's like, hey, what do y'all think of fucking Nolan Ryan's run in MLB back in 19? I'm not gonna know nothing. Nolan
And
Ryan's
also
cool.
make it non-sensual.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Don't tell Derpy to take off her shirt.
Yeah, please.
That's been a massive request throughout a bunch of channels.
Because he does it. He does it all the time. We have to stop him from doing it.
Yeah.
We have to stop him. So did you guys subscribe to the fucking Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey fight? Were you guys all hyped about it?
No.
Oh, I wasn't hyped, but I was like, all right, I want to see Gina Carano fight again. Like, I like her as a person.
She had a better fight against Star Wars, bro.
Yeah. Well, she won against Star Wars. Yeah, and it lasted more than like 17 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
man.
I was just like, and I'm not the biggest fan of Ronda Rousey. I just wanted to kind of see her get beat up, but not one punch was thrown.
Ronda Rousey is really, really good at closing and crashing and
right.
like closing the gap between her and fighters when it comes to like the body clinch up and stuff. So like I knew that was gonna be it. When you saw her talking about like, hey, I know my striking wasn't all that great, like talking about that stuff, and then it showed her hitting pads like a couple of months ago, and people were like, hey, she actually looks decent.
Well, yeah, she's a freaking fighter, man. Like, it's not.
But then you see her at the media day throwing pads, and her shoulders and her head are still. And I was like, bro, this chick she's not striking with Gina Carano. She's 100% not striking with it. Right. Okay, so this.
Why would we do a staring contest? Why would we? I can't even.
My eyes twitch like every couple of minutes.
Wait, did you see this over the weekend?
What?
There was a bee attack at the White House.
A bee attack?
Like
yes,
a bumblebee?
Yes, the full
like the Transformer
was attacked
car?
by bees. There was a full lawn of bees, and nobody went outside. There was a full lawn of bees. Man.
No, I didn't even hear about that. Is it real? Like,
man, I can't believe that's actual news.
Yes, it was very real. It's actual news.
That's I guess some people don't
crazy,
have
right?
anything to,
so we gotta
to do.
All right, here we go. Staring contest. Are you guys ready?
I'm already doing it.
No.
So what you gotta wait, dude. Because this ain't gonna
no, dude.
My eyes fucking clenched my eyes.
But are we gonna keep talking as we do it?
Yeah, we can talk. That's fine. Ready?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Bees.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
1 minute.
I don't even know. I don't have a timer.
Is this a? I can't do it. Is this supposed to be a sensual thing? Is someone getting off on us? Like, what's going on?
My eyes. This is right before we all just kissed, dude.
You're welcome.
What am I staring at? I don't even know what to stare at.
3, 2, 1, start.
Derpy just looks like he discovered
Derpy's
treasure.
Winning. The Derpy's already winning.
Because he's watching.
Derpy's got pretty eyes, dude.
Oh, good lord.
That's so funny. Thank you, Noelani. That's pretty funny. So yeah, boys, pretty cool weekend. Nothing too crazy. The fights did happen. I was kind of excited. I think the only thing that came out of the fights that was good was Ngannou versus John Jones.
Didn't even watch it. Didn't even know that happened.
Well, the call out. Ngannou was like, I want to fight John Jones. And John Jones was like, he stood up in the crowd and just like extended his hands. And it looked
but
like
he did say, okay,
cool.
yeah. So he did say yesterday, though, that he has to get out of his UFC contract because that's the problem. He still has that.
Derpy, your Aunt Peaches is on the line. You broke your ankle yesterday? What in the world, dude? How?
Wait, Derpy, have you done this? Derps and Peaches?
Derpy, come upstairs and grab Nana's Christmas tree ornaments and hang them
from
your nipples again. Then see if the other guy cannot laugh. I'm already laughing, bro.
Yeah, and make sure you tie a bow. You know where. You know.
Thank you, Aunt Peaches. Thank you, Aunt Peaches. Is that really your aunt? I'm so excited.
No, it's your family. Just the thing the Yinzers do.
Daniela, one of my favorite people in the world.
Yes, Daniela, you can ask.
So we can just ask anything Nerd Pro Con over Stream Deck or Switch 2. Definitely Switch 2.
Wait.
G and Stream Deck. That's G.
No, Alan Boyle, are you like 8 years old? You jumped off your roof?
Right.
You know what? Like, even if you weren't 8 years old, that's a G-ass move, Noelani. That's a G move.
It's like...
irresponsible move by the parents, but W for the kid.
I jumped off my house from the roof and I made it alive on my trampoline. I'm 10 actually. That's
bold.
You're tough, Noelani. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty hardcore. I used to do shit like that when I was a kid, though, man. Like, you remember that? I didn't have a trampoline because we weren't that cool.
No, I didn't have a trampoline.
Yeah, my family was like, you are definitely not getting a trampoline. You're gonna kill yourself. So I was like, cool. I'll use the roof of the house.
Dude, like later, when I was a teenager, we had a second floor. And my dad's office was just like open to the living room, and we had like a little baby grand piano, and I was just hanging off the balcony, just put a leg over just for fun, and then my mom was like, "If you fall and break this piano, I'm gonna kill you." I'm like,
the piano. She cared more about the piano than you. She was like, "You mess up that piano, you're a dead little kid, dude. You're a dead little Brazilian boy."
Okay, sorry.
That's so funny,
dude. Yeah, I was like, okay,
if I
so I'm
don't make
freaking
it, my
worthless.
time's not up yet. I'll do another one. Go back alive to my family. Well, don't think it has to be about being alive. It's just about being young and having fun. But just be careful. Just be careful.
Are you actually 10?
I mean, if they are, that's fine. So shout outs to Noelani Boyle.
Oh no, Derp, you gotta stay 20 feet away, legally.
Yeah, well, from the podcast.
From the podcast.
Yeah, you gotta stay 20 feet away. He puts your phone away and run away. That's crazy.
No, you can't talk about sports.
Nope.
So what else, boys? What else is gonna?
Okay, so
what was that? Okay, so wait. I gotta ask. Derpy had messaged me, I think, a while back about this, or was talking about it. The game Mixtape. Weren't you excited about that game?
I was.
And then you played it and were like, no.
Yes.
Did you play it?
I played it for 5 minutes.
Bro, I heard it's like one of the worst games ever.
It's just a button thing.
And on IGN, the IGN people said it was a 10 out of 10.
It's usually when they say it's a 10 out of 10,
man.
that means it's not very good.
It's bad. So IGN gave it a 10. Mind you, the same company of writers that says they're game enthusiasts or whatever the fuck they are.
Technically, all of them said it was 9 and 10.
Gave the Crimson game. What's that Crimson one? Crimson River?
Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert. They gave it a 7.5. And they gave Mixtape. They gave Mixtape a fucking 10. They gave it a 10, bro. I'm gonna find a video. I'll put it up.
Microsoft must have gave them a lot of money.
Dude, well, apparently, so the person that created the game, that's the conspiracy or turmoil or whatever you want to call it, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. The owner or the person that created the game is apparently the daughter of some like quadrillionaire or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay, I did hear about this. It's like he's one of the most like
he's
richest,
rich, dude.
Families in the world, and then like his daughter was in charge of this project, and she just was like, yeah.
Here you go.
So apparently, like, yeah, it's pretty much like you said it. It's this person, I guess, used their money to advertise and get a bunch of people to say it's going to be the greatest games alive or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? Oh, that's so bad. But I'm finding a trailer right now. We're gonna play this bitch right now.
Right.
If we get,
the trailer was intriguing, but definitely the gameplay was not intriguing.
If we get cut, I'm sorry, everybody. Fuck them. Y'all need to know so that way you don't spend money on this garbage. Apparently.
Oh, because the first half a second we can't tell not to spend money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, guys, it's a video game. You use a control and a TV and some type of platform to play it. Yeah.
The concept was cool. It didn't intrigue me, but
I can't hear this at all.
I lowered the shit out of it.
Okay, my bad.
I'll raise it up a little bit so you guys can hear it a little bit. So it all kind of
the concept was cool.
No.
Like the early 90s.
And then the game happened.
Right? But you know what's really crazy? What's up, Alex? My boy Sharpie Muscle in the comment section. What's up? On how much they push on the 90s being so close to like the 80s, the Stranger Things vibe. Because it was and wasn't at the same time. It's kind of weird to explain.
You'll spend 24 hours in detention.
Recently I've usually just played like battle royales before that.
What's demanded?
But it's crazy because
the most recent game I've been playing Forza 6.
Forza, yeah, you were telling me the racing game. It's crazy how many people think that they had like cool lives and like exciting lifestyles like these kids in this game. And it's always like the weird pseudo kids that never really did anything and were like super spoiled in life that acted like they have this lifestyle.
Right.
What's up, Alex?
Yeah. That's my boy.
Most of the time, I'm wondering if I'm doing.
I heard you have like a tongue mini game. Yeah, that's funny.
Dude, this is so freaking gay. Why are we watching this? we can stop
loosely, guys. It doesn't mean like actual. We're not really being mean about.
Yeah, it means like retarded.
Yeah, it's very weird because it kind of like the soundtrack is something that was really good. And
It was very.
yeah,
The soundtrack was
the
very
package
cool.
that they gave to all the Instagrammers and everybody that were going to review it was like
something's happening.
super cool. Mixtape, bunch of
Like
music.
this might not have been.
It was a
if-
cool concept, but it's just the things they put in the game.
Oh, Nier Automata.
What you're saying.
They could have made this into a show and then a game, I guess. But
Right.
yeah,
But-
this
Had to
looks
put the rainbow
stupid.
stuff in there.
But what's crazy is
I think that was just more for the 80s. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
Gonna be like, yeah.
But what's crazy about that game or this whole thing is the plot is very shallow.
Right.
It's very shallow in the sense of thinking that like the 90s and the 80s was my parents said I couldn't go to a party, let me light their house on fire. And then when they light the house on fire, they're like, what? I'm an angsty teen. You can't stop me. And you're just trying to, and then they're like, I'm sorry, I didn't. Nobody gave two fucks on how you felt back in the 90s, dude. Like, I try to tell people, like, if you were like, I'm so sick today from school, your parents slap you to make you feel better.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And, like, you remember the joke on Family Guy where, like, Peter runs in and he's like, run, 80s black guys. You're no match for the 90s black guys.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it's just a
It was a way
drastic
different
difference.
time.
Yeah.
So, like, to be able to see a game like that come out, I know that there's a lot of popularity from, like, the Stranger Things.
Well, like, even Stranger Things screwed that up. Like, the first season was like, all right, like, there was a little bit of, like, slight political crap, but it had, like, the perfect vibe for it, right? And then as soon as it hit season 2, it's like, okay, the only person that understand the 80s or that time period was the costume designer. Everybody else doesn't know what the freak is going on.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to make it current day views of political agendas or just
that's
like
normal,
how we
right?
think.
That's just
but it wasn't like for instance, I watched the Ted TV show.
Okay,
recently.
the bear one.
Yeah, and it was funny overall, but they did get a lot of stuff right, but a lot of stuff they just kept like they kept making regurgitating or like it sounded too close to like today's arguments. Yeah.
Which is fine. Like
the lingo and stuff.
Yeah, there's really nothing. I mean, because man, we should talk about the Odyssey later. If you guys really want to talk about some crazy,
you mean the Hoodacy?
Yeah, the Hoodacy. If you guys want, man, I want to talk about that shit because that shit's nasty right now.
Pathetic.
It's dirty. I do want to talk about that a little bit later, but the idea is like they go into this like genre of thinking what the 80s and the 90s were like, and a lot of us, like me, I was born in 81, and that's when you put the picture up of me riding a dinosaur, like those fucking memes or whatever. I was born 1981, so I lived as a child through the 90s until 99 when I graduated from high school. So I like right on the cusp of 99 going into 2000 was like my entire existence of being a child, not knowing what the world was supposed to be like. So if I was to tell you, let me make a film, a game or something based on the 90s in my experience, it's only going to be based on like a small experience, street level, maybe a little bit, half of a city maybe, but like it's not going to be me explaining to you like this is how people were in that time frame. You have to really do research to really know how the community talks, what they did.
It's not just research, it's just like you have to understand different areas of that time period too. And then what encompassed everything, like what was like the actual thing that was trending, which band was trending, what was like the popular thing, rollerblades, whatever, like or maybe certain cities they didn't have certain things, like so you got to do research, but you have to get a team because even you growing up in the 80s/90s, you have to have so many people combating your ideas as you put them into your show, your movies, whatever it is you're doing, so that you can stay true, that everybody can connect with it. It's your idea and your experience of the 80s.
You know what? It's crazy to even thinking about it because even this, like the culture that we're in, the nerd culture, like the video games and the comic books and the card collecting and the comic book collecting, you were ostracized. Same thing with like, it's super crazy.
Yeah,
for
dude,
me to
I
see
got beat
kids-
up, dude. Like for like having a Revenge of the Sith backpack, man.
Same thing as for like people that wore like, I still wear DC shoes. People that wore Jinko jeans, like all of that stuff. Even walking around with like a headset, or we actually
A Walkman.
we're not here yet, but the CD Walkman. You know,
I
the
had
one that had
those.
like the
I had
hand
that.
strap. You know what I mean? The anti-shock so the fucking
Yeah,
CD
yeah.
doesn't move. There was a lot of things
That's a
that
good
we
one.
had that when beepers and cell phones back in the day, it was crazy. You look at a cell phone now, and back in the day, it was about
You had to
making
have a SIM card.
like they wanted it. There was even cell phones that were like this big, and you would like
Right.
pull the little wire down and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up,
SIM
bro?"
card. Yep.
Oh,
It
and
was
also
making
anybody
cell
who
phone wider.
drove also can drive stick.
Oh yeah, standard 100%, 1
Yeah, yeah.
million percent. What a weird thing to have dying, right? Unless you're like now a race car driver or some type of like badass
or
sports
yeah,
car,
yeah.
like it's now a reward system. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because again, like we were ostracized and made fun of for a lot of those key points I just gave. And nowadays
Yeah.
you have value because you're like a fucking historian of that time now. If you're wearing Jinkos and you know Adidas shoes right now, everyone's like, "Oh my god, bro! Here's a fucking invitation to the Met Gala." You know what I mean? You deserve to
Dude,
be here
yeah.
because you know fashion. And it's like, what the
No,
fuck,
and like
bro? Like,
also like the freaking jocks just hijacking, like being complete
Yeah.
posers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh yeah, I've
100%.
always loved Star Wars, always loved Marvel. Like, no, you didn't.
oh, you did.
like-
I knew you. I knew you in high school. You fucking hated that shit. Like, it's
Right.
crazy, man. It's just. Then you see something like this, and it's like it's like Derpy said, like there was this like there was this desire to be excited for it because it did come to terms with this idea. Like, here, let me magnify what it was to be in this timeline, right? To be in this era, but it feels so ungenuine, just ungenuine. That's the same thing that I feel like it was the same thing for Stranger Things, right? Like Stranger Things was cool because it was based in a timeline, but it just felt
Well,
like
also
it was
like
forced and not genuine.
like there's so many videos of how like people looked too. You know, like right now
Jinkos are
like
dope though, bro.
right
Sorry.
now like it's trending like, oh, what women looked like in 1950, what women looked like at 50 years old, and what 50-year-olds look like today. It's like Sofia Vergara and then some like super old grandma,
Yeah,
but they're both 50.
yeah.
Like I remember always defending Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. The kids in high school, they're like, oh, we were expected to believe that these guys were freaking 16, 17-year-olds. I'm like, dude, even when I went to high school, there
I'ma
was
be
people that looked 30. There was
Yeah.
this dude.
They look more
He didn't even
believable
have
as 18-year-olds.
alopecia. He just got bald by the time he was 14, and he was tall, 6'2", and he just looked like
280 pounds. Just a
he
big old,
looked like he was at the stock
country
market,
boy,
brother.
dude,
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
already
Sadly-
trucking.
Sadly,
Dude,
like,
yeah,
they
and
look
so it's
more,
like or like Grease, you know, like there's a reason they picked like these 40-year-olds to play high schoolers, because guess what, a lot of high schoolers look freaking rough.
Yep.
these
Like
days.
people were beaten down by the time as well, you know, like even when the
Yeah.
time was good, like people still knew how to work hard and not like waste time, you know. Like now we have it easy because of all the technology we got, all the just things that we figured out in the past 30-40 years.
Yeah. Just making it easier
Everything's
on
become
life.
more efficient. Yeah.
That's just technology and organic movement and stuff like that. But yeah, such a crazy fucking game. I remember, and it's so crazy because I remember Derpy messaging me about it and being like, or saying it here on the podcast, like, "Oh, a mixtape is coming out." Like, I remember you were really excited, and then I just saw it
Right.
come off, and everybody like tore it up,
Right.
and I was like, "Derpy's not gonna be fucking happy." dude.
I didn't see. I was just wasn't in the sphere. I was not following video games at all. The
I mean, it's
only
very-
thing.
Go for it.
Well, the only thing was the what was that new game that came out? The Mickey Mouse Detective.
Thing.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck! I don't know. It's the Tunes.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, the Tunes one, right? You're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one looked really
Yeah.
cool.
And it looks awesome. It's so from what I heard is like it started off as a gag, and then they were like, actually we can make this into a real game, and then they actually really cared about making it into a real game, and then just put it out
Yeah.
for $30, and people could just buy and play it.
I totally forgot about that game. It came out just a couple of days ago, maybe like two or 3 weeks ago. A lot of people jumped on it. A lot of people jumped into it to play it. I forgot the name of it, but like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, the private investigator thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they have it up on Steam right now. No, but Subnautica 2's out. Everybody's going nuts for that right now.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, no, they don't have it up right now, but I do remember that game. That's crazy, boys. It's crazy.
Yeah, and from what Chris is saying, the new generation thinks we're cool. Man, I'm starting to hate the new generation. They're saying like, oh, in the late 1900s. I'm like,
the late 1900s.
You want to get punched in the face, dude?
I love that shit, dude. I like it when people make me seem like I'm fucking super old. Dude.
Ancient.
Unk.
Unk. That's my favorite word that the guys use in the gym. Oh, your unk status, dude. I'm like, shut up, dude. I'm just old. Leave me alone. Yeah, everything's been going good, guys. The only other thing is there was the release of that game mixtape. I remember because Derpy was playing.
Yeah.
But now you're on Forza. I'm having
a good time.
Into Arma. They had a new release of a new map for Marvel's not Marvel. Marvel just released Devil Dinosaur and the Cyclops character's coming, and did you see the intro for this?
I did.
I didn't.
Oh, Marvel Rivals, dude. Like, I mean, I don't play this shit whatsoever.
Oh, then I honestly don't care.
No, it looks good. I'm gonna play it and you're gonna like it. I'm just kidding. You're gonna like it.
Man, that was very seductive.
It turned out to be really good.
I think I might like it now.
Nice. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it again, but slower.
Say it again, but slower. Cyclops. Marvel Rivals.
All right.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. I was actually pretty impressed. Marvel Rivals, for what it's worth. A lot of people play this game.
You're away from your mic.
You're away from your mic.
What? Oh, I said I'm a big fan of I'm not a big fan of like the Overwatch games.
Right.
So
agreed.
That's why I'm not really big into the Marvel Rivals game.
It was so hard to get Legos from Overwatch at the Lego store.
Really?
Because like Overwatch was one of the first ones that partnered with Lego to do like straight from a video game.
Yeah. That's pretty dope.
People loved it, and I just was not into it.
It's so crazy. But like, since it's a Big E game, that style of gameplay very much like old school Counter-Strike. You don't get a sprint. A sprint is a special function. They have stuff like I don't like that shit. But here we go. The trailers are amazing though.
In a world.
Dude, I thought that was from the audio from the video. I was like, man, that was terrible.
In a world.
In a world. Or blue
guys,
beams.
I'm just telling you, Scott Summers is not gonna move this way in the fucking movie. So, just enjoy while it's here. The dude literally shoots lasers, and maybe can run like a guy in track. Like he's not like super powered. How he's zigzagging his laser?
Yeah, because apparently he's dark side now.
Yeah.
He want.
Look, he blows up a car and he sees that Moon Girl's hiding behind it. Which, if you're not familiar with Moon lasers. Girl, not important.
Not important.
Yeah. I'll explain it right now. Wait, why did he shoot the laser up in the air?
Gene, where are you, Gene? Gene.
I mean, but mind you, the trailer looks fucking awesome, dude. Like, it looks really good.
It's all right. What is happening? Okay.
Oh, Devil Dinosaur.
All right.
Yeah, we got Devil Dinosaur.
That was not the best shot they could have used.
It's okay. So we got to see the trailer. The trailer's pretty cool. It looks nice. The art is amazing. Mm-hmm. Scott Summers getting the opportunity to do some, like, how does he do this? I don't know. I don't know how it blasts out and he gets like 5 cool shots like on accuracy.
Maybe he has a magnifying glass. You don't know.
Who knows?
I know why. Who
knows? So all of this shot like here, like look at that art, bro. It's very much like Arcane. Like Arcane, all right.
I'm not the biggest fan of this art, but I could appreciate it. Like, yeah.
So then he finally takes his glasses off and he shoots anywhere else but anything that helps, right? Let me shoot it into the sky and scream. Yeah, for what it's worth, I think the trailer looks nice, but
we got a bot from
that's
Relic.
fine.
See it.
Hey bot, hey homie, I could share your kick stream. Please do. Just don't ask me for money. So, on this trailer, we get the introduction to a pretty interesting character. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Gentlemen.
Awesome content.
Yeah. Wholesome family content. Derpy, what do you know casually? If you say, I don't know, that's a great answer. Do you know anything or any of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur's story? If you don't,
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Perfect.
Absolutely
Good job,
not.
Marvel. Good job, Marvel.
It's there for
Relic.
content.
What about you, my man?
Doesn't it have to do with time travel?
No. Well, yes and no.
Well,
we all know that there's for simping content. So
I want to give.
Simping game. It's a good
If you guys aren't aware,
I've heard, never read comic, don't know nothing about what's.
Yeah, you're like 80% of Marvel fans. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, no one.
I'd say 98.
98%.
So, for those of you that are out there that are excited for this, I know you don't read comics, nor do I know you ever read one.
Right.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur were part of the all new, all different Marvel universe that came in with.
Who doesn't like dinosaurs?
The character is Moon Girl. The character is kind of an original character. She gets Devil Dinosaur from a caveman that was based off of the. I don't know. It's some weird
so
like time
easy a
travel.
caveman can do it.
He was kind of like a hero back in the day. I forgot what it was called. I'll look it up real quick in the background while I'm talking about it.
It's so easy a caveman can do it.
Yeah, pretty much. Devil, Dinosaur, history. I'll put old partner because I know that the other guy was like old.
They were like Marvel Rivals was like, there needs to be a dinosaur.
Moon Boy. Yeah, there used to be a character.
Dinosaurs.
His old character was Moon Boy, created by Jack Kirby in 1978. And literally, it was just about a caveman who befriends a pretty much mutant dinosaur. Like the dinosaur itself has a personality. It becomes friendly. It does something like it's got more of like a human personality. It's not as vicious as it does. And it
look what Vince said.
Like he ends up kind of collaborating with another character, which was Moon Boy, now Moon Girl, who he ends up sending Devil Dinosaur into the future, who then falls into Moon Girl's hands. Moon Girl, I forgot her name.
About this?
Huh?
Right.
We're supposed to care about this?
No. But I mean, it's interesting because it's a character that they're introducing to a video game, and I know why they're doing it.
So it's a booster gold.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the reason why they're putting it in is because the character, they want it to be very larger than life, right? Like the character has a bunch of cartoon adaptions. They have like a Teen Titan variation. She got her own story. She got her own show. Very good, very unsuccessful. But she also happens to be the smartest mutant in the world.
Good
and
Lord.
She's 10. Mind you, she's smarter than Reed Richards. Mind you, everyone is smarter.
When was that made? When was that made?
When was that made?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check it out.
Yesterday.
No, Moon Girl.
Like recent, should be recent years, right?
Yeah, creation. Yeah, Moon Girl was, I want to say 20-something, 2015. A genius 12-year-old. Yeah, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
So basically, someone saw Star Wars Episode 7 and say, "Hey, I'm gonna create a Marvel character that's the smartest and smarter than."
So it's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is a superhero comic book series published in Marvel, featuring Luniella Lafayette, Moon Girl, and Devil Dinosaur as its main protagonists, respectively.
And then I'm gonna add a dinosaur to
a
it.
9-year-old inhuman girl who is described as the smartest character in the Marvel universe.
Not even double digits.
Bro, not even, bro. 9 years old, bro. And whom she shares a mental link with Devil Dinosaur. Written
this
by
is
Brandon
mental, right?
Montclair and Amy Reeder. The primary drawn by Natcha Bustos. The series is a direct yet standalone sequel to Moon Boy and Devil Dinosaur, created by Jack Kirby. The series lasted 47 issues from November 15 to September 19. Yeah, and that's really just
look.
this character when they introduced him was, of course, we all knew, through comic books and all this other stuff, that Reed Richards and Doctor Doom
of all time
are primarily the smartest characters in the Marvel universe. Then it comes like T'Challa. Then it's Adam Brashear.
Well, no, it wasn't T'Challa most recently.
Yeah.
Because but it's kind of like they want to make everybody who's black like smarter than everybody else.
There is this
stupid
push to make like obscure characters like super hyper intelligent, even though they've never been established in comic books.
Even Reed Richards being the smartest man in the universe, because of his personality, there's a lot of things that he's stupid on. He
fails.
There's a lot of
miserably.
Even being smart, he still makes a lot of mistakes.
Even being a husband,
still miscalculates. Which husband doesn't? But like Doctor Doom, well, one thing there's always been this argument that if Professor X can read people's mind, wouldn't he always be the smartest person in the world? That kind of that kind of argument has always been a big thing
then
amongst
Doctor Strange
the comic book.
Multiverse of Madness happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, let's not talk about that because that's garbage. But it's these simple things where there's balance of their powers, their mind, their personality.
Thanks, Sam Raimi.
And then they're just being like, all right, now we have to make her a 10-year-old black girl that just has to be better than everybody. And it's like, and it's also about the story too. Like, instead of making a story just about this character, everything has to be world ending. Yeah. That's not how comics work. Not everything has to be world ending, because then all you would get is Avengers comics. All you would get is Defenders comics, because it has to be team ups to defend the world.
So the problem with this character was
it exists.
No, well, that was one part. Well, I mean, there's no problem with it existing. Good creators are going to make good stories. But you end up, when you're coming in and you're starting off and you don't have any know-how of how the universe works. You don't know anything about how any of the history is of the universe that you're trying to create or write or do. That's what Star Wars failed from. You get these nowadays creators, these nowadays writers, these holier than thou story makers that end up saying, oh, well, I'm going to make something that was better than the old stuff. So in the Marvel universe, there was a hierarchy when it came to the intelligence of the world. It was very small. You have your Future Foundation, you have Amadeus Cho, there's just a handful of dudes that are known as the smartest characters in the world. Tony Stark, Mark Ruffalo's
definitely not smart.
Yeah, not him.
Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner,
yeah.
But when you start to get into the names of the scientists, they're only smart in their fields. Like the comic books had a real good thing of being like, hey, they're good in their field. Oh, gamma radiation, Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
mechanics,
and it's
engineering
also
and stuff. This Tony Stark, right?
Well, it's also what they studied and things like that. Because just because you label it smartest person in the world doesn't mean every single situation that comes their way. They
it automatically makes them the most intelligent person now.
Yeah, but now when they say for instance, this Moon, whatever, she's the smartest girl in the world, then she's going to be able to handle every situation. That's how they're going to write it. They're not actually going to write it in a way where, this is she's the smartest based off dinosaurs. She knows everything about dinosaurs because that's what she studied ever since birth or whatever.
She's not even smart at dinosaurs, bro. It's crazy because there was a comic book, I can't remember, but it's her being introduced to the Fantastic Four. And her fixing something that Reed Richards did and being like, oh, yeah, you are the smartest person in the world or whatever. And it's crazy because
they always got to give the accolades.
This is the self-claim. Yeah, this is the same claim they did with Riri Williams. The same claim that she was way smarter than everybody else. She's the smartest person in the world. So then I always ask to them, then who's smarter, Moon Girl or Riri Williams? Like if you're gonna say that these two outsmart Reed Richards, who primarily in the comic books is always stated as the smartest man on the planet, even though he gets duped sometimes by Doom because of their failing attributes. If these people are just technically smarter than because they're smart, then which one of those is better then in your opinion? And they're going to be like, well, none of them are. They both represent a culture and blah, blah, blah. And they're going to make some excuse as to why they can't give you a discerned answer. And that's the problem with the situation is that they don't have any like historical backing for each character to state.
It's also a leadership issue. Like Kevin Feige is supposed to be in control of all this, right? So like this is why I hate the arguments of, you know, like, oh, this guy didn't direct this or this person didn't wasn't ahead of this comic run. But when you got a team up, a universe, you always have some guy that is the lead, right? Kevin Feige, he handles Marvel Comics and the MCU. So all the successes. Oh, what's up?
I said I'm gonna be real, Relic.
What is it, Dope? What is it?
Kevin Feige has a control of Marvel in a minute. It's mainly Disney.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's he has his backers he needs to keep happy or whatnot, right?
Yeah. But like, but regardless, especially with comics, which is already dead, like Kevin Feige is still in charge of that. Like Disney is not like shoving anything down everybody's throat with the marketing for the comic, for Marvel Comics, right?
They were.
So all this stuff is being greenlit by the guy who's on top. You know, anything that happens cinematically in the DCEU is James Gunn. All the success will be James Gunn. All the failures will also be James Gunn. You know, same with Kevin Feige.
Of course,
all the failures was Kevin Feige. All the success was with Kevin Feige. You know, you can't like pick and choose. Like, oh yeah, I hired the wrong director and this movie failed, but that was that director. It's like, no, you hired him. You greenlit the story. They wrote a story. They directed scenes. Like, you didn't do any reshoots to make it coherent with your universe that you're building, and now you want to blame it on the director. It's like, no, this is your vision too. Like, what's going on? So when people are just handed these projects to be able to make whatever character, there's usually what you call a lore master, and then the person who's running the entire series and be like, no, this doesn't fit with this storyline because we're going to connect it with this, or this doesn't fit because this character's completely overpowered, doesn't fit in the entire Marvel universe, you know, or Marvel Comics as a whole. Just like that's why like we always make debates of like you see it now, which is kind of stupid, but the Invincible series or comic run, they have a very clear universe structure, however simple it is. You can't just be like, oh, do you think Thrag could beat Goku? It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like Goten turned Super Saiyan on a whim. He could beat Thrag. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it's like in Marvel, there is used to be a structure, a set of rules that everybody lived by. DC, same thing. And then if you're gonna implement like gods and like use these words that are be like the leaders or creators of the universe, then you change the dynamic completely. And then when you say like, yeah, Reed Richards is the smartest person on the planet or in the Marvel universe, and then it's just this 9-year-old kid, like, why? And then what kind of handicaps does this person have? Like, if you watch Batman or Justice League, I think it's the first Justice League series. What's that one chick that like she could make anything happen with her mind? Like the Joker was using her, but she was dying.
Oh, the little girl that was part of the cards.
It's Unlimited.
Nah, yeah, it's the Unlimited series, but she was part of the card gang. What's the card gang's name? The deck, right?
Right.
Deck card gang.
It was the
DC. The Royal Flush Gang.
Yeah, the Royal Flush Gang.
Yeah, she was part of the Royal Flush Gang.
So she was so powerful, but she was used as experiments. She was dying. She was empathetic, and Batman was the only one that had a good intention towards her.
Yeah, her name was Ace.
You know, yeah, and like it added to Batman's character, and it added to her character, and added to the universe that like
Yeah.
There's a balance
Which
to
was
it,
an
like
awesome freaking
phenomenal
episode. Man, dude, that shit that shit was awesome. Yeah, the character's name was Ace, and she had a brain aneurysm. So it was magnifying her powers, but it was killing her at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. So what's up to everybody in the
and Vince,
chat?
it's Goku. I love Superman, but it's Goku.
Yeah, Goku destroys him straight up. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, well,
even gonna try
Goku
to,
every
like,
time he gets beaten, he comes back stronger. That's how Saiyans work.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, you could say the same thing about Superman just standing next to a sunlight. Like, he ends up just absorbing that shit.
Well,
right?
remember they also blew up the moon so they could blow up the sun, and then he's out of power.
Yeah, I'm not. I agree. Goku is like a fucking animal, bro. The guy punched a hole into reality in the Broly movie, and even made a comment like, "What the fuck?" Like, didn't even know he could do that.
Yep.
Yeah, and then talk shit to their version of God. Parker,
What's
what's
up,
up? Good
Parker?
to see you, man.
up,
Javi,
Parker?
what's up? What's up? Sal, always good to see you. Jacob, Javi says, what happened to the kick stream? I don't know. It's showing that it's still live right now. If it's off, I apologize. But we're still up on
my kick
YouTube and
stream's still
Facebook.
solid.
Yeah, are you up? You're still showing that it's up?
My kick is still solid. Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, it might be because we did show some trailers to some shit that we thought sucked and said that it sucked.
Yeah, but
and-
kick is usually not strict on that crap.
Right.
True. Yeah, I have 31 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Dude,
So close.
congrats,
Good job,
man.
Parker, man. Good job, brother. Good job.
Yeah, man. Like, it's a grind, but keep going at it, brother. Like,
Yeah.
you'll get there.
Nowadays, YouTube's so hard, man. Hard. I had to switch to
Well, yeah,
Google.
because they change the algorithm every 3 months. Like, they want you to do shorts. They're pushing short. They've been pushing shorts for like 3 years. They want you to do shorts to add to your videos so that people can go to your videos. But it's two different audiences. The people who watch shorts generally don't watch long form videos.
Yeah.
You know, and then they don't help live streams. They don't care about live streams, so they don't push it in the algorithm.
Which I have a question for. I'm gonna ask later. Just remind me on for the back room, right?
About YouTube, yeah.
The back rooms, yeah. But did you see recently what comic books are doing to kind of like stay relevant in the modern day aspect of like comic book sales?
What do you mean?
So Marvel just recently, if I'm not mistaken, it was Marvel.
Talking about.
But Marvel just did a comic book about Storm living in the Omniverse or being. Remember, I talked about it last time.
Yeah.
And I did not notice that in one of those comic books, it talks about the Jinjuku incident from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Really?
So I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. The Jinjuku, right? So in the Marvel comic books, it talks about. Let me see if I can find it. Real quick.
Well, they used to have crossovers in manga and stuff like that too, like where like there's like a Gotham in the
The
background.
Shibuya. Watch, check it out. It's right here.
Shibuya.
The Shibuya incident. Let me see. Close tab. Chicken Marvel. Boom. Right here. It talks about. Let me open it up real quick. Well, it's right here. And it says the Shibuya Tokyo incident, the multiverse cluster of magic and death. And there's what's his face? Gojo. Or I'm not Gojo, Sukuna. Sukuna's right here. Blowing
So
up
are they allowed to use the license, or are they just referencing it because it's a common word, and then like fans of both will be able to understand it, but they're like keeping away from the legal stuff?
Well, it's because Marvel is introducing the concept of an omniverse.
Okay.
So they're making it seem that everything is connected in this whole entire situation or whatnot. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you guys to see it. Where is it? Well, I'm all over the place. Let me StreamYard. Let me do this, remove this, and stop sharing. And let me share the new picture so you guys can see it a little bit picture. Boom. So here we go. So this is there we go. There's a Sukuna right here in the middle of the picture. And it's the Shibuya incident of him blowing it up. And it's in their Storm flying through the gateway between the universe. Like how, and then this is the new one, Gatakara or something like that. The new anime that's out where it's like a trash world.
Yeah.
That's this anime. So now
Hold on.
Marvel is trying to find ways to stay relevant. This is supposed to be Bleach.
Well, the thing is, if they just focus on good stories, they will be relevant. They don't like. This is the problem. They keep chasing after other people when they don't have to. If they just focus on their world and their market, like the anime market is a completely different market. The manga market is even more different than anime.
But they're killing the comic book world.
They've been destroying for like 10 years. Yeah. But it's because they don't care about anything politically, sexually,
all that stuff,
all that stuff. They're just like, no, we have a story, we're gonna tell it, and that's what Marvel and DC used to be. Yeah. Like, we have stories based off this character and this character's journey in this world. Boom, that's it. We're not gonna shove anything down your throat. Doesn't matter if you are for this ideology or not, this religious view or not. This is the story, and that's it. And you can love it or hate it. We would like to hear you guys' feedback, but we're not changing the story because you didn't like one little thing here and there. You know, it's the problem is the fans took their finger off the pulse. Like, we gotta blame ourselves a little bit, right? Because we're the gatekeepers, and I think a lot of people think that gatekeeping is a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. It's not like I don't want anybody else to like what I like or be involved in the things I like. No, it's like, all right, like, if you're a fan of this, be a fan. But if you're that kind of person that's like, I like the concept of Batman, but I don't like any of his stories, so I want to come in and make Batman
do my own thing, right?
Great for me. Yeah. It's like, no, then you're not a fan of Batman. And you have no creativity. So go out and do your own thing, because we're not going to let you do that. And unfortunately, we had it good. We did have it good. Regardless of how crappy the Snyderverse was, we still had it good. And we were getting some good stuff out of movies, shows, animation. And I would say up until 2013, Marvel took some hits, but they didn't take a dip until 2013.
Yeah. Javi asks, what animes are you guys watching now that My Hero is over? Man, dude, I'm sad that My Hero is over. I love My Hero Academia. I think that's one of the greatest animes written in like the last 10 years, man. It's a good question. Nothing. What's up?
I am watching absolutely nothing of anime right now.
What was your last anime, Derpy? What was your last anime? It's a good question.
That is a very good question.
This puts us into perspective on how anime Derpy is.
Well, I take showers, so.
Which one?
Like, he takes showers.
Oh, okay. No. But what was your last anime that you saw? And Relic, what would be the anime you're up on time? So recently, I'm not really watching any series myself. I wanted to try to get into Fist of the North Star that just came out on Prime. But I went to the movies this past weekend with a friend of mine. My friend Jerry invited me to go watch Gundam Hathaway 2. And it was pretty good. The art was really good. Everything was pretty solid.
I am still trying to get back into Gundam. I have been rewatching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Nice.
I really
like the old
JoJo.
School or the newer ones?
Old school.
The old school. Okay.
Old school. I'm starting I'm gonna go through all of it. I'm starting all the way from the beginning. Yeah, there was a few that I wanted to get into that I still haven't, but I forgot the names. But those are the two that I'm kind of like. I'm not even watching every week because I'm busy.
It's hard, man. Life is crazy right now,
dude. Well,
I'm generic.
Yeah.
I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Yeah, baby. Yu-Gi-Oh's good, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Dude,
I already watched the original, like the first season.
Good shit.
I'm
shit.
watching.
I have over a 20,000 card collection of Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's what's up.
I have more than 20,000 cards.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
My favorite episode was when Joey Wheeler's like, "Yo, Yugi, quit trying to fuck my sister." Yeah,
pretty much.
It was actually Tristan.
Yeah, and Kai was like, "I'm not." Yugi's like, "I'm not trying to bang your sister." And then the Emperor or the Mummy guy's like, "I am." Like the guy inside the Yu-Gi-Oh body. That's funny, dude. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's crazy. A bunch of my friends play it. Alex, as a matter of fact.
Have you ever seen Racist Mario on YouTube?
Fucking no, dude. Racist Mario.
You would love it. He's like playing. He's like playing Mario. They're all like Mario Kart, and then he's going ham, like he's killing people. So he's like, Yeah, like he's like, you guys aren't Nintendo, you are Pretendo, because there's like Sonic.
Pretendo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretendo. I like that.
Yeah, and then like he like shoves a banana up Donkey Kong's butt and it comes
fuck?
out his mouth, kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's hilarious.
Luigi.
Gantz, what are you, Javi? I know
like-
Gantz, bro. Gantz is good, dude. Gantz is a crazy series. Invincible's a solid show too.
Well, that's
Barker?
not anime; it's a show.
Yeah.
Right.
And Invincible. I think I have a lot to say about it. I like Invincible a lot, but it is very mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't
In
even
terms
in the
of
comic
world
books. It
building?
wasn't like super crazy.
No, yeah, but it's like, even again, like when you present it to a different medium, it's time for you to think through some things. You know, like there's only one group of superhero team to save the entire world. Like, where are the other nations involved? Like, is there any wars going on? Like,
But that was
You
the
know,
same
like-
thing as that's the same
yeah.
thing that goes on with My Hero Academia. A lot of people are like, "Why is it only in Japan?" Like they sent All Might to America for college, but why is there no like other worldly situations? Why is it only in Japan?
That's stuff that we have to criticize. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like just because it's a good show, like it's gonna be perfect. Like,
Yeah.
Like I
No,
like
it's
Invincible.
understandable. Yeah, it's
You know,
understandable. Yeah, it's just I think it's very difficult for comic book creators to write about stuff that they're not comfortable with. And I think it happened with My Hero. Like the guy, since he's really into Marvel and comic books, he wanted to initiate the idea of superheroes in Japan, and he didn't know how to explain it in a worldwide event. So he just made it kind of collaborate only in the places that he felt comfortable, right? Which
then-
you know,
then it's just
comic
power
book,
structure.
You know, yeah,
It's
it's
power
just
structure after
in the
that.
sense of the nations or whatever. It's like most Marvel comic books only work in New York and LA. And even with that, it's like sometimes they go to other states or whatever and they don't work. Texas.
And,
I think
and that's why
Wolverine's even come to
DC
my
works
backyard.
so well. Like that's why DC is so great, because it is like it's not the world outside your window. Like it's created cities, it's created
Yeah.
places,
Fabricated
using,
cities. Yeah, that's
yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's really, really good.
Like for anime writers, if they can't collab or have other people involved that could explain to them about different cultures, different countries,
One Piece
they
is
have
good.
to remove certain power elements like flight. You can't have flight if you never travel outside of Tokyo.
Yeah,
You can't have your super villain
Speaking about One
be able
Piece.
to teleport.
One Piece
you
is good.
Speaking
One
about
Piece
One
is-
Piece, I
Yeah.
don't
Yes,
care.
sir.
I don't know if anybody cares about the live action one, but I finally finished season 2.
Oh, what'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
Have
the-
you
the
just
live
started
action's
One
dope.
Piece?
Yeah. No, I'm checking.
Yeah, well when you said like I finally finished, I thought you were gonna say like season 28.
Yeah, season.
No,
20.
he's talking
No,
about the live action though. He's not talking about the
The
fucking
live action.
anime. The anime's got like
okay.
30 fucking
I was
seasons,
like,
like
damn.
1,900 episodes. He's like, I finished season 2. I'm like, good luck, bro. You're fucking way behind. You know,
Right.
like no. He's talking about the live action. The live action's
I
good.
just started
man.
this new series called One Piece.
Mini Carnage Rob. What's
Yeah.
up? What's up? Still haven't seen the second season. It's all right. I mean, the second season's pretty good. I think it's just like it's kind of losing its flavor, right? Like a lot of
Yeah, a
people
little
when it
bit.
jumps into the second season, but it gets
Well,
better.
the
as it goes
problem
through
is,
seasons.
are you talking about the anime or
Live
the
action,
show?
the live action.
Well, like the
Live
problem
action.
with the live action is it's not even the show itself. It's the binge
SpongeBob.
model. When they release everything
Yeah.
at once,
Netflix.
like if I forgot what was the math, like if they released it weekly, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago we would be getting the season finale.
Right.
And that means that people would have time to digest, contemplate, discuss what's going to happen next week, and then add some hype, get together, whatever, and then we would still be talking about season 2 today. We wouldn't be like
true.
just brushing it off.
Yeah,
Like,
we wouldn't have just gone through it so fast.
look at how crappy the Daredevil show was, the season 2 of Daredevil, but because they released it weekly, people kept talking about it.
Right.
You know, people were able to farm it for content. Like, it wasn't just like a one-off review and be like, yeah, it sucked, don't go watch it. Cool. But like, it got interesting because it sucked so bad that people went back that were like, I never intended to watch the show, but I keep hearing these reviews that it sucks so bad that I have to see it for myself. And then you watch it and you're like, it's even worse than the review said. You know, like, so it's the problem is the binge model.
Right.
Like, binge model is great for reviewers. It's bad for overall.
Speaking
like-
about
What's
I
that?
think SpongeBob will wipe out a lot of the Marvel universe.
Yes,
Not
he
even
would.
kidding.
No.
Yeah,
No, my
current
thing- my
Marvel
thing-
universe. Yeah.
Speaking
And
about
One
the
Piece definitely wipe out My Hero Academia, like the entire cast, dude. Just
Speaking
anybody
about,
with
like,
a badass hockey could probably take out anybody on the fucking cast of My Hero.
right, but speaking about the weekly releases, I guess, I guess the new. I mean, I don't know if you care about the new Harry Potter relic, but that's a good thing for them. They're releasing it weekly, supposedly.
Yeah.
No, that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Because again, even if even if an episode sucks, they talk about it for a week, and then like,
And then you get
well,
something
now I have
fresh.
nothing new to
Right.
watch, but
Yeah.
the second episode's releasing tomorrow, so I
Yeah,
guess I'll
so-
watch it. Maybe they fixed it, you know, like you
Right.
give more leeway to something that releases weekly because it might get better. You know, even if they have bad casting, bad storytelling, you're like, well, maybe they're getting their groove on. You know, like maybe I was just too harsh on this episode, and then this one's gonna explain some of the idiocies that I saw in the first episode or whatever it is. You know,
Yeah,
and you're
pretty
able
much.
to digest it and ponder about it.
Yeah.
So if it's a really good show, it's gonna do super well because everybody's thinking about it.
Sure. Sure.
True.
And it's, and you get an opportunity that, like, sometimes, like, in our situations, like, we could be a little critical when it comes to, like, series. Like, I know, like, some of us will probably be critical of the Harry Potter series, right?
I
But if
definitely
you'll-
will.
But if the overarching reaction that we get from the crowd is like, hey, you know what? This is actually pretty fucking cool.
Right.
Then
Yeah.
even if we dislike it, you kind of have to come to terms that, well, maybe maybe I'm looking at it in a different kind of like rose lens that is making me more critical of the situation and everybody else is enjoying it. And maybe I need to be a little bit more lighthearted, maybe. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's about like differentiating, right? Like if we go in with our comic mind and critiquing every Marvel movie,
we're gonna take it apart.
all of it would suck,
Yeah.
right?
Just like
But-
Supergirl.
You know what?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just like the pre-hate for
Well, that's like-
Supergirl and
that's
every
like
DC
anything,
project going
yeah.
forward.
Well,
Well,
it's
no,
gonna be
like
just
that.
like anything,
that one
yeah.
is more like we're not hating on the movie already sucking. We're like it looks like it's gonna
Like you-
suck because the trailer presented it this way. You know, like look at the difference between Clayface trailer and any of the Supergirls trailer. Like Clayface without any dialogue got you more interested in the movie
True.
than Supergirl with dialogue.
Yeah, true.
You know, it's
A lot
about
of
the
people are excited for
presentation right
Clayface.
now, you know. And then like the rumors you hear. But I'm saying like for instance, Lord of the Rings. It's very different from the movies are very different from the books. But if they add respect to what came before, that's a whole different way to look at it, right? But like with the Harry Potter series, their claim is it's gonna be completely book accurate. So it could still be good and be not book accurate.
Right.
But like we're gonna critique it because they claim that it's book accurate.
That's fair.
But then we could still say like, yeah, it's not book accurate, but it's still a good show because it's cohesive, it aligns well, even with the bad casting and changes that they make, it still might be a good show. It's just not gonna be the books,
Yeah.
or at least 100% of the books. It's gonna be like 70%. You know,
Like, do you think we ever go back to the time where people use the source material to make the stories better? Or do they just continue to run this like, I'm going to do what I want to do?
I think it would. The only way that's gonna happen is one, if the original creator is on board, and they haven't changed their mind. Like that's the other issue that I think we've talked about it in a few shows before, where it's like George R.R. Martin's a good example, where like he's talking about now like he's never gonna finish Winds of Winter, right? But he's talking about like, oh, there's certain characters I want to kill off now because fans like it so much, or certain characters I don't want to kill off anymore that I plan to kill off, because the more time passes, the more you as a writer, as a creator, go through different experiences in your life.
Yeah, that's
So you're not you change your mind. You're not writing the same story. So, like the Harry Potter series finished. So even if J.K. Rowling was like, "Oh yeah, I want to change this character's race," or which characters actually get together, or how a certain character's story ends, it's already done. So
Yeah.
you have to make something else completely new, because just because you're the creator, there's also has to be the respect of what actually brought you to this.
Yeah,
success,
butterfly
too.
effect. Because if she
Yeah,
does something
yeah.
like that, like all of those effects have consequences or causes. All of them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So I think like the creator has to be directly involved, and then the other thing is it has to be independent studios. It's not going to be big budget studios like Warner Brothers. I don't think they would allow, unless like if you look at Amazon, they didn't think Reacher was going to be successful, so they just kind of let the author be a part of it and just let a show happen because they thought Rings of Power was going to be perfect. That came out, and then Reacher just skyrocketed.
It dominated it, yeah.
And then they did Terminal List, same thing. Oh, Chris Pratt's in it. It's gonna be one of those shows where, as a studio, we're not gonna get involved. Boom. And then till this day, Amazon still hasn't let Warhammer happen because Henry Cavill's like, we're not doing any of this political bullcrap, and Amazon's like, we want to do this.
Yeah.
And so it's about like how much the studio cares too, because even if they have a license, they might accidentally give it to somebody who actually cares about.
Yeah. And then it makes money, and then they're like, shit.
Yeah, well, that's what they try to do with Reacher.
God dang it.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, boys, let's talk about some shit. First, before we get on, I know we have a couple of topics we want to talk about. Boys, we talked about this really quick earlier. Short-term versus long-term content creation and stuff like that. Do you guys think the Backrooms is going to work, or is it going to be like Five Nights at Freddy's?
It's going to be like Friday Nights at Freddy's.
And then Derpy. What about Derp?
I agree with Relic.
Okay, so give me a talking point as to why you think it's going to be that way.
I'll let Derp go.
Yeah, Derp, you go first.
I believe that basically I believe it because we've seen this type of movie before. Is what we've seen the plot before. We've seen the genre before, and it's gonna fall through. I believe.
Oof.
I think it's the people involved. There's a big lack of creativity towards it, like that. And it's not about they have to make something new, but I feel like they're just gonna copy things that worked before, and just not do as good of a job. Like that new Mummy movie they created. The same
creator.
Yeah, but the what's the name of the director again?
Pixel. I forgot his name.
Once the word gets out, though, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. Didn't that director he had like a huge fall off for like a good amount of years? Like everything he created.
Well, I mean, there's only so much you could do with like subliminal or subminimal like directing and art, where your whole thing is like you're creating this weird Slender Man style vibe, but you're creating this universe as to it being like, I don't know, like there's something cool about the Backrooms, but then it gets kind of crazy. And I don't think I think he did explain himself very well in his series as to like what are the possibilities and what it can and can't be. But it leaves a lot of stuff open-ended so that you can kind of do whatever you want. So what I get is this is a sub-universe that's a pathway into someone's mind that is kind of going either insane or he maybe is like terminally ill and he's kind of like forgetting what things are. And there's a way to go into his mind to like study it or to see it because he's like I don't know, he has like a superpower to create it, which doesn't really make sense, right? But you end up kind of getting into this position where people who go into it, like to go into the Backrooms to study it, end up figuring out there's so many layers to what it is and what it can be that when you get out of it, you sometimes believe you're still in it. So you don't even trust where you're at.
Like my problem is that they're probably just trying to do Christopher Nolan's Inception,
right?
Yeah, because I get it, and it's always a cool concept. But if something like that has been done before and yours is just kind of a copy, it's like not only do you have to advertise it perfectly, you have to market it in a way where like it feels new. I don't think they're doing any of that. Like it's also a matter of like how much hype does it have behind it? Like we know about it because we're on the internet.
Yep.
But if I go ask my wife right now, I guarantee you she'll know nothing.
She's gonna be like, the back rooms to what?
She'll be like, what the hell did you say to me right now? Like,
yeah. I mean, even with that, like, with the popularity of what the backrooms is, like, how much of the backrooms story do you guys know about?
I don't know too much about it.
See,
but like, I don't know too many people that
do
actually know. Yeah. And that's my circles. I'm not saying it is or isn't popular. I'm just saying, for me, like, I don't know anybody talking about it.
I kind of feel like this is like a very much based. It's a creepypasta, right? And creepypasta is a very nuanced, nice way of saying internet meme horror.
Yeah.
Like, where it's just internet meme horror. Like, that's really what it is. And it's always short term. It's always like walking through a house, hear a noise, look down the window, turn on the light, nothing's there. Turn off the light, there's a silhouette. Turn on the light, off the light, silhouette, no silhouette. Until like you click it one more time and then the creature's right in front of you and then the screen goes to black. It's only a couple seconds and you're like, wow, that was scary, right?
Yeah, which, by the way, that was actually pretty freaking scary.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, and it works.
It's called like The Box or something.
Yeah, something like that. But it works very well for that format.
Yeah, and but also it's like,
how would you take The Box and then me say, okay, now make it an hour and a half long?
Well, then you're getting into backstory of characters, but you're not getting to the meat and potatoes until like the last 30 minutes.
How do you keep?
Well, you got to add more. Well, you can't keep them intrigued. I don't think that's a problem, keeping people intrigued. Like, you add characters, you add elements, you add things. Like the point of the story to keep people intrigued is, as long as the audience keeps asking questions. Why is this happening? Why is this person acting this way? Why did this person think this way? Why wasn't this resolved? And then those questions are later answered. That leads to more questions that are going to lead to the big payoff. Lead to other stuff, that's fine. Like, any good writer can grab any topic that they're passionate about and actually flush it out. Yeah. Just because I can't think of it doesn't mean like it's impossible. But the thing is like, if you can do it in a short period of time, why would you make it an hour and a half long? Yeah, if you can, it's already compelling on YouTube in a 10-minute video where like I care about these characters. Like, that's good writing. And that's very different writing from writing a 2-hour movie. So I would like to see that talent in a 2-hour movie where like I'm already interested in the first like 30 seconds of the movies. Yeah. That's great. And I don't need like YouTube short style or TikTok where like I need a cut to keep my psychological attention span. But what's the point of this? Is it for a cash grab? Is it like you could already done this for free in a short film, 10 minutes, even a 15 YouTube, minutes,
even a 30-minute YouTube.
Yeah. So
played with it
unless you have a really compelling story and you want to hit different elements other than just the horror side of things, like you want to show like how it could affect a family, a community, a government, whatever. Like, there has to be a lot of elements to show something that we've not only never seen before, but or maybe just not really thought it out before.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about. I'm kind of worried about the idea of it being like a short story format compared to a long story format. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys, see how you guys thought. Yeah,
sorry to see Vince. I thought Backdoors was an Ezra Miller horror movie.
Yeah,
dude, that's a Paradise movie for him, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
So Javi asks real quick, do I need to see the YouTube series? I don't think you need to watch the entire series, but if you just watch someone that kind of gives you like a breakdown of what the Backrooms is, I think that would be pretty much good enough. But in actuality, the Backrooms, I'll just break it down real quick, is what would happen if in real life you could glitch and clip through walls and find yourself in like, you know how like in a video game when you're fucking around and you like fall through the map and you end up like in the back area of the maps and stuff, like what would happen if you were to do that in real life, but you not really have an escape and you're just stuck in this like weird world that stores a lot of like random things in another universe, like in this like pseudo sub universe of like storage or whatnot. It's kind of cool. It's interesting though, but you should check it out. Let's talk about some normal shit, boys. So it's first topic of the day. First fucking topic of the day. Derpy saw Mortal Kombat 2. I haven't seen it because I don't have money. I'm broke. Relic, I think Relic's broke. So we're gonna have to take Derpy's opinion to heart.
I already know Relic. He'll say bull crap about the movie. So
no, man, it's already a bad movie. We know that. The movie's supposed to be bad. Like, it's not supposed to be good. Hey, it's not gonna win an Oscar.
If I see Mortal Kombat in the title, I just want to see some cool fights and cool acting. Like, I'm not gonna be overly critical about the plot.
Derpy, my man. Derpy, my man. Tell me about Mortal Kombat 2, bro.
Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah. Tell me. What did it look like? What did it do?
Mortal Kombat movie ever made.
The best?
The best. Even better.
But have you watched the first one?
Yeah.
With a random character.
With a random character. What's his name? Cliff or Clit or what's his name?
Shogun.
No, the guy that ends up they added him to the fucking movie.
The lore, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't even a real character.
I don't know, man.
I just forgot his name. It was like
I watched it when it first launched.
Funny story.
Okay, so look, Derp, comment section. I haven't seen it. No spoilers.
All right.
And then someone asks, Javier also asks,
yes,
is it better than the original Mortal Kombat movie?
If you want fights, you get fights.
I want to kill that guy. Sorry.
Chupapi.
If you want, best example I would say is the modern stuff.
Okay.
From like the fights.
Would you say it entertained you the whole way through, or was there any dead moments for you where you're like, "Oh, they could have done better. I'm not doing it." Yeah. Okay.
Maybe the beginning. That's maybe the slow part.
Okay. You think a Mortal Kombat fan would be very happy?
Yes. With what they delivered, yes.
Okay, that's good. I mean, who else would the audience need to be?
Right.
What's up, Eels?
The cool thing is I see interviews with the actors, and it seems like almost every actor that's involved with the project is really passionate about like the lore itself.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 different lores for Mortal Kombat. I'm not a lore expert on Mortal Kombat, but I do know like
it's a lot.
Yeah,
there's the tournament, which is 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's the Underworld story, which is 2, the Kingdom. Yeah. And then there's the time travel and multiverse era of 3 Mortal Kombat, which is based off of Mortal Kombat, the 1 series.
I think Kingdom's like the overall one that everybody agrees that's like the more. That's like.
Well, it's more
right.
Well, it's more founded. It's more foundation. It just talks about kingdoms and nations. And when I start telling you like, oh, well, there's 4 variations of Liu Kang, and the 3rd variation had sex with the second one's sister, and they made the Kung Lao, that's the zombie one, you're gonna be like, dude, what are you talking about, bro? But if it's just simple, it's easy to clap on. So I feel like that's where they made a huge mistake in the last couple of games. They started making it where it's like these huge like multiversal clashes, and then they were like, here's Homelander, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, come on. Here's fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator. Here's Conan the Barbarian. I'm like, what are y'all doing, bro? Like, what's going on?
Oh, you don't like that?
I was super
going on
confused.
in the background.
Like I am.
I was so confused.
I'm sweating my balls off.
I figured it was good up. I had to ask.
I remember. You're in the
But
garage.
yes, the movie is very, very much better than the 90s.
How about this for your non-spoiler review? Would you recommend it to watch it in theaters versus waiting it for releasing at home?
If you want the quality of the sound, go see it. But if it's like
releasing it on DVD and video,
Laserdisc,
probably
straight to Laserdisc.
Yes, I would say probably streaming and all that.
So you could probably wait for it. It doesn't really technically need the movie experience kind of stuff.
No.
What about a good drive-in movie? Would you consider it a good drive-in movie? Do you guys have drive-in still, or is that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, mainly for teenagers.
It depends.
They're all macking.
Ugh.
It depends
It's
on
gross.
like the viewership, but yes, I would recommend it as a drive-in.
Better than Annihilation.
Is it better than Annihilation? The Mortal Kombat Annihilation movie.
Will die.
You'll die. But that's not Annihilation. That's the first Mortal Kombat. You will die. But the second one is Annihilation, right?
Right. No, they're not. No,
Hey,
that's
I
thought
just
that
think
one
they're
was
two
wrong.
separate classes. I think they're two separate classes, man.
I liked Annihilation. I really did.
I'd rather not compare.
It's definitely, but this new one is definitely better than both.
Than
both of
a
them.
couple of
Yeah.
movies you've seen. All right, cool.
All of them.
Kind of makes me wonder because again, I'm kind of excited for Street Fighter, but we're gonna have to
I'm
see how
excited
all of
for
this
that.
is
Dude,
falling apart.
their second trailer looked great because
Way
the first
better
one, I'm
than
like,
the first one.
I'm not interested in this at all. Like, there's some accuracy, and then when I saw the second one, I'm like, shoot,
You're like, holy
because,
shit, this looks fun.
because something that's completely fallen off the map is Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just Thor with extra steps.
Well, with some gay steps with the freak. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
they still had
it's,
those in the first Thor movie.
yeah, but it's like Masters of the Universe. The more trailers they launched, like the less I got interested. And it wasn't because of any
Take down the review.
like thing that I thought was lore breaking or anything like that. It's just it didn't seem interesting.
Well,
they,
I mean,
they
I think
didn't market it well. Like
I think the biggest problem is every time they
looked
release
boring.
a trailer, it pretty much just gives us the whole movie.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
still see it
Like,
though.
and which one? You're gonna go see He-Man?
Are you gonna see it in theaters?
I'm gonna go see He-Man. Yes, I am.
If you had the to
there's
pick
only
one.
two. There's only two movies that weekend, and that's Scary Movie, and then that. So
Okay,
what you seeing?
I have a question for you, Derp. If you,
You
had
have
pick
to
out
have
of
the
three-
AMC thing, right, Derpy?
No,
Oh,
I
the
have, I have
membership?
Cinemark.
Yeah, so you get movie tickets for like free though after you pay the membership.
Yeah, every month.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I know you're not paying for this garbage, bro.
Right.
I know you ain't paying for none of this garbage, dude.
That's true.
wait, I got
Yeah.
a quick question for Derp. If you genuinely had to pick between the three, which movie you gonna go watch? The Supergirl movie, Master of the Universe, or Clayface? You could only watch one in theaters.
Shoot.
Alamo Draft House, good show it. Kyle, my man, Daredevil, baby.
You know what? Clayface.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Clayface looks really good, man.
Kyle just
I
asked
still would
about.
want to try to squeeze in Supergirl though. But
I think Supergirl is going to be just a like a cookie cutter movie. It's just going to be pretty basic, kind of run of the mill, easy on the eyes.
Right.
Like, I don't think it's going to be like fucking telling us like, oh, you know what? It's good. It reminds me of the issue that I had with the Fantastic Four is that when the Fantastic Four was coming out, everyone was like, all the people that were working on the film and the trailers and everyone that was on it was like, you guys are not ready for how cool this movie is. And it wasn't. Like Fantastic Four movie wasn't, and it wasn't cool. It was super mediocre. It was basic. And I just feel like with the Supergirl movie, they're just kind of chill. They're like, yeah, we have a movie, guys.
Yeah.
Come out and see it. Like,
Here's
I'm
also
okay
the big
with that.
problem. Here's also the big problem with the Supergirl movie. Okay.
yeah.
It's probably not going to be as important as Peacemaker season 2.
Oh my goodness.
And the
True.
problem with Peacemaker
goodness.
season 2 is that you shouldn't be able to watch that to understand what the universe is going to do, because James Gunn said watch Peacemaker season 2 so you can make sense of what everything is going to
Happen
pan out, right? And it's
He
like
also said watch Lanterns.
he did say that. But the Supergirl movie, I feel like it's just being launched and it has no ramifications on the universe. Like what? Like if you decide not to watch this movie, you can still go into the next DC project
And be okay.
and you're gonna be all right.
Then I'll give you that. Yes.
Yeah, I think if
that's
anything,
what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
I think if anything, the Supergirl movie, if they do it correctly, or if they do it in somewhat, it kind of leads up into like the Bad Barda, not Thanos, Darkseid's female army, like of him knowing that there's a Kryptonian.
Granny Goodness.
Yeah, Granny Goodness
Yeah,
and stuff.
and
I think
her
that's the
team.
only way I see them bringing in that part of the universe with the Supergirl story. That's how you can use that.
Yeah.
Because of course
Like-
that can build up because you can have the whole like Darkseid wanting to have a Kryptonian female and him trying to kidnap her in the second film. You instantly have the introduction of the biggest, if not the biggest, or one of the biggest threats in the entire DC universe early in the planning or the path of whatever it is. Like,
well, like really... also the thing is it doesn't have to, like, just to kind of piggyback what you're saying and what David's saying here in the chat. Yeah. It doesn't really have to connect, okay, for it to be good. Okay, it could still be a good solo movie.
Yeah,
that when universe. That character is introduced again into the universe, you have a basis to make sense of why she acts the way she acts in later films or based on the decisions she makes. I think the only way this film becomes successful is if it's actually well written, because I don't think the marketing is painting a good light on it. I don't think any advertising, I don't think the trailers worked well in how they presented it, because we've been duped before where like a trailer makes a movie look super crappy. We go watch the movie and it was actually really good. So I'm not saying I believe that situation is true, but I'm 50-50. It could happen where like this movie is a masterpiece, and then word of mouth is what's going to make this movie successful, regardless if it's connected to a universe or not. But right now, it's just not looking good. Like, from everything I can tell, like, it doesn't interest me, or I think if people are interested in the universe, that's why they're watching this film, but I don't think they're watching this film because they're interested in this film and this character solely.
Yeah. I'm kind of, Kyle's comment, I'm kind of not too hyped on them introducing Lobo yet. And like the intro to him, I kind of wish they would have waited until the film came out, because I feel when you hold it off, there's more value and more weight to the character. I feel like since they're already bringing him out early like this in the trailer, that's pretty much all we're going to get, and the character's going to be kind of like
what it feels like is they're doing like a bunch of Hail Marys. Like, let's throw in this character, let's throw in this one just to establish.
I agree.
It's like,
I kind of just feel like they should have waited on Lobo, though, because Lobo's such a cool, like, big character they can kind of fuck with. He would be like their version of like Ghost Rider in space. Like, you could have done so much, but since they put him in the trailer and he's just drinking and doing Jason Momoa stuff, and there's like him laying on the ground and being like, "Hey, didn't I see you yesterday?" Or like just like silly kind of nuances.
And honestly, I like wish he had the voice like that.
Like the animated
what's
series,
up?
The grunge.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. But I just feel like he's gonna be like a very silly throwaway character in this film, and that's what I'm scared of.
Like he should have come in after Bizarro.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I think it should have been connected to Superman. Like, my biggest gripe, other than the writing of the Superman film, because I hate it, but it's like, make the movie about the character. Don't throw a bunch of characters in it, like, because then no movie's a solo movie. It's all a team up movie, and then we got a big team up movie called the Justice League. You know, like the next Superman, I'm worried about it because they already got another Green Lantern in it. They're gonna put a bunch of new characters in it. It's like you can make other movies other than the main movie.
And Derpy, we got some interesting casting rumors for the next Superman movie, right?
Yes.
What do we got, man? What do we got? Tell us about it.
There is a report out there that we could be getting Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
Nice. Who's cast for it?
I sent the article to
yeah, I'll check it out.
I forget the actor's name, but but he is. I believe he's like young enough to pull it off, basically.
Okay.
What do you mean? Like, I've always felt like Martian Manhunter, anybody could play him in terms of age, because you just put the green makeup on him. Unless they're gonna go the route of like making him John the whole time.
A Cinqua, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cinqua Walls.
Yeah. I'm saying Cinqua Walls.
Yes.
Cinqua Walls. Yeah. He has some pretty basic, nothing too big.
Right.
In the sense of like acting resume. He has appeared in a lot of stuff though. Once Upon a Time.
I need to see a picture.
I'll bring it up right now. The Breaks, American Soul, Hand Luggage. Yeah, let me go ahead and click on this photo.
Cincoa Walls.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
terrible
got 'em right
name.
here. Let me see.
Remember when actors would change their name so that they could actually be stars?
Still happens. There we go.
I wish they kept doing it, dude.
This gentleman.
Oh, I've seen this guy.
Yeah. This is going to be the guy that they are in talks for right now for John Johns.
Here's something I hope. I don't care who's in charge of DC. I would like anybody to just make all the actors and actresses get on a workout regimen other than the Superman film. Like I always said, like Mr. Terrific was awesome, amazing casting. If you just beef him up like 35 to 40 pounds.
But Mr. Terrific ain't that great.
Completely perfect.
That's supposed to be super built.
Have you seen the comics, dude?
Yeah, but that's
gosh darn Mr. Terrific.
That's it's super silly to think like because it's good that you mentioned that, right? But like to maintain a physique like that, like the way they draw in the comic books, like you're eating like 200 calories a day.
Dude,
like
if you're getting paid millions of dollars, I want to see you put in the effort. All right, like you are
also Matthew Lillard.
Handed. Who?
There is a rumor that Matthew Lillard was also cast in.
For what role?
If also Plastic
possibly
Man.
Plastic
Man
Man.
will probably, but I doubt it's going to be Plastic. He's too old for Plastic Man.
Dude,
also,
like, do you think they care?
Do
you think they care, man?
There's also a rumor that he's, if not Plastic Man, the agent from New Frontier, that helped Martian Manhunter. I forget his name. Yeah, the agent.
Are you talking about Adam something?
Yes.
Yeah. You're talking about the guy in the red suit.
And just to mention Kyle, I hope like they just CGI Ryan Reynolds as like maybe the Squirrel Green Lantern or some other one. Just make him a full CGI character.
He just needs to be a pissed off cat with the red lanterns, bro.
No, but like
King Faraday.
King Faraday.
Yeah.
King Faraday. Let me check him out.
Dude, like you remember the comedian Camille Nanjiani or whatever his name is, the one that was one of the Eternals?
Yes.
He went on a podcast and he said that like he wasn't asked to beef up. He literally did a regimen and got ready for the role because he felt that he should portray an actual hero and have a superhero physique.
Yeah, that's the way most actors approach it.
And I think all actors when they get this kind of role, because now they have a secure job for a good amount of time when you go into a universe like this. And the more successful the movie gets, the more you can get paid. Like bodybuilders, professional bodybuilders, they obtain that physique to maybe get $500,000 for one of those competitors in a year for the Mr. Olympia. And you're competing on stage against 16 guys, but like other than that stage, you're at least competing a few times a year, putting your body through hell. And
but if you do that, you don't got time to read script and learn and act or do anything.
I'm not saying pick bodybuilders.
Yeah, dude.
Like if you look up the bodybuilder Big Ramy, I think they should have picked him for Bane. I don't need Bane to talk. I need him to be a mass monster and just throwing things around.
But Bane talks.
Yeah, but put a mask over his face and let's do a Darth Vader thing.
The voice.
Pick an actor and somebody else voiceover, you know?
Yeah. Well, Christopher Nolan thought otherwise. He was like, "Yo, I chose this short dude to be big."
Well, at least he portrayed him big. Like it's the filming.
What do you mean? What do you mean portrayed him big?
Relic.
Well, like the way they shot him, they made him look big.
Competed Jar Jar. No, that was like that dude that played that. What's that short guy? The Nanito guy, the one that played in Chris Helmsworth. He was in the Game of Thrones. What was his name? The actor guy.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
It's like him. He portrays himself as a big guy. He's always playing a big guy. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, okay. So we got that was, the casting is tomorrow. So it's just John Johns that they've talked about so far.
Yes, and Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. I don't know that character that you brought up right now, King, whatever. Like, I think that might be too much of a strict role for Matthew Lillard. I think he's always playing like kind of like a goofy, kind of like chill character. I think if anything, he kind of comes out. Plastic Man would be kind of more in that genre, but you're looking at someone that would be like a Jim Carrey to play Plastic Man, but Jim Carrey's already like 800 years old. Like, there's no way that guy plays Plastic Man in any.
Yeah,
kind of,
he
like,
looks it.
Yeah, he looks old, and he's not gonna play that role. So you need to bring someone in with that kind of like fun kind of like mentality. What's that dude that's playing the Dan Hibiki, the podcast guy that comes out? What's his name? He's playing Dan in Street Fighter. The comedian guy. What's his name?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I forget
Dan,
his name.
Street Fighter. Yeah, this guy, Andrew Schultz.
Schultz, yep.
Why?
Andrew Schultz is Plastic Man.
I'm good.
This guy is Plastic Man. I think he would play a good Plastic Man if he can act.
Let's see this movie again.
Yeah.
Please beef up. Look at the guy he's portraying versus.
Well, Dan Hibiki, like, even though he is built in the video game, it's the same body that they use the asset as Ryu and Ken, but Dan Hibiki's like a big fucking loser in the video game. Like, he sucks. Yeah. He can't do anything.
That would be even funnier though. That he's like this buff dude and everybody's intimidated, and then he's just a loser. Yeah.
No, he's supposed to be like a caricature of these characters. I think he'd be pretty cool as like maybe as a Plastic Man. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. I don't know who
maybe
who's Ben Schwartz. Who's that?
He wouldn't be bad.
Who's that? Who is that? Who's Ben Schwartz?
He plays. I think he plays Sonic.
Let me check. Ben.
He voices Sonic.
Oh, the guy that's on Parks and Rec.
Right.
Is that what you're talking about?
I think so.
Jewish dude.
Yeah. He's got like kind of like a big nose. Yeah. He's got
ever being descriptive. Yes, the Jewish.
Yeah. Well, he's
the Jewish guy.
Schwartz.
It's not like he hides it.
Yeah, you're right. The guy that's from Sonic.
He would be great. I think he'd be great.
Actually, he would probably play because it's crazy. Because like, okay, like you're a DC fan, Derp, and I know Relic, you're a comic book fan in general, so you're casually a DC fan also. For you guys, what's your go-to like Plastic Man memory that you're like, oh, dude, if they're gonna bring a Plastic Man, he's got to be this way. Like for you guys, is there like a moment in the comic books or the animes or in the cartoons that he does that you're like, I hope they do?
My thing for Plastic Man was just always like, he's always in the background.
He's a goofy guy, right?
Like yeah, like you don't expect him to be there. You flip a page and then he's just there cleaning up rubble, helping people out, and he's like, yeah, they called me. I'm the guy. You know,
and he's always like super like conceited, goofy, like he's all like, yeah, I'm the dude, bro. I'm like fucking.
He's gotta annoy Batman. That's my thing. I think he's gotta be goofy with Batman and annoy him to death.
Yeah,
so
and also
for me,
kind of help Batman out a little bit, and then Batman's a little pissed about it.
Right.
For me, my greatest Plastic Man moment that I'm really like, I hope they bring this motherfucker to life for, was the Injustice moment. I don't know if you remember in Injustice. So Superman,
the book, the
comic,
the
comic.
Yeah,
so in the comic book, Superman he picks up and puts Plastic Man's son in jail.
Oh,
and Plastic Man shows right up to his throne and is like, you're gonna release my kid or I'm gonna fuck you all up. And there's this scene where Wonder Woman is like, all right, you guys need to calm down. And Plastic Man is just like chest out looking at Big Blue.
Puts his, like,
it's
head.
no one's business, bro. And the crazy thing is throughout all of the weird silliness and goofiness that Plastic Man is about, he can 100% be a threat like that. And for him to come in like mean and pissed off, like, and that's why I'm like, I want a silly dude, but I need a dude that's willing to say the F word a couple times and mean it. Like, I need it. And that's why that Schultz guy is like, there's times in his podcasting and his stuff that he's like, nah, man, I'm going to have to say fuck you. Like, I got to stand my ground. And I'm like, fuck, this guy's got a little bit of balls on him too, man.
Yeah. Like, and especially in that context where, like, I don't care if you're Superman. Like, this is my kid.
Yes,
and I'll do anything for my family. And, like, just get in people's face. Like, you guys might be my friends right now, but when it comes to my kid, everybody's my enemy. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, hey, man, like, I joke a lot, but don't take that as I'm
my weakness, right?
You know, like I joke because I have to joke or else I'll kill everybody, like type deal. Yeah.
He's so G, bro. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like
it's a similarity like to Batman, where it's like, you know, this dude doesn't have powers, but he's ready to square up with anybody for like what he believes in, what he thinks is right.
100%.
You know,
100 motherfucking percent. Like, it's so crazy. I'll bring up just the picture right now because it's so worth it, dude. It's so fucking worth it to bring it up. But yeah, it's right here. Like, he's just like, Superman even rushes at him. The Flash gets between him, and Plastic Man's like, I give two shits.
Yeah.
Sup, boy? Even though he walks in, look at the way he walks in, all fucking cocked up and ready, dude. This guy, he is so interesting of a fucking character, dude. He is so interesting.
Because it's also his creativity. Like when he could scramble somebody's brain, putting his fingers through their nose.
Yeah. Right now, you saw the picture,
mess
right?
with their organs. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 100% dangerous, dude. And in recent comic books, they did kind of exaggerate his character a lot more, which is really, really dope. They made it where he's part of like the Inf Metal series.
Like I loved it when it when they did the mullet Superman. And they did like crossovers with Plastic Man.
Plastic Man and
story.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's G shit. That's G shit.
And the art was phenomenal. Yeah.
Speaking of Plastic Man and all that other stuff, with the Man of Tomorrow casting, we also have casting for Batman 2. Derps.
Yes.
What do we got, sir?
I think Scarlett Johansson was cast.
Ooh, ScarJo?
I have sent the link to you, sir, on Instagram.
I'll check it out. But tell me.
Yes, Matt Reeves tweeted out or put out on the internet gifs of certain cast members that he has casted in Batman Part 2 and returning characters from Batman Part 1.
You think Batman will be in it?
I hope not.
No, totally Bruce Wayne.
I hope it's just
we still haven't seen Bruce Wayne in the Batman movie.
Bruce Wayne.
We've seen some loser gay vampire in there, but not Bruce
vampire.
Wayne. Yeah,
fucking gay vampire. That's crazy. Okay, so we got. Let me see. I'm trying to find a Derpy. Batman. There we go.
There we go.
Here we go. I like where this is going. Scarlett Johansson and Sebastian Stan.
Yes.
Oh man.
Sebastian Stan. Oh, is he gonna play like Two-Face, like Harvey?
Yeah, that's been the.
We do not. That's what's rumored, but also it's rumored it could be.
I think that's actually pretty solid casting.
It could be also be undisclosed role as well.
Well, I mean, who would you want Sebastian Stan to play? And who would you want him to play?
Poison Ivy.
My guess at this point is two characters. It's either Harvey Dent, like it's Harvey Dent, and Two-Face, or nobody's spoken about this role or character because no one's thought of it. But Reeves also said this back. Basically, Hush.
Oh, the doctor guy.
I mean,
like, wouldn't you want to the same actor that's playing the same actor that's playing Batman to play Hush? Wouldn't you want that?
No, because it's in the Hush series. It's not Batman who's Hush. It's there's two variations. One of them is the best friend who is the doctor who saved his dad, and then the other one is sometimes the Riddler.
Right.
So you have two variations of Hush, right? Which is the Longest Halloween, which.
So does that mean they're gonna try to get into the Court of Owls?
Yes.
I mean, there is a part of me that's okay with that, but
maybe for part 3 or part. I don't. I want it to be the Court of Owls in part 2, but
so let me ask you guys because you guys are both pretty.
They should probably save it for part 3.
You guys are pretty good on your Batman talks and understanding of the series. For me, when they introduced the Court of Owls, it was an interesting concept, but then it messed up a lot of the history of Batman because not too long after that, you end up finding out that there's this like subculture of like the Illuminati, which I liked. They call them owls because owls attack bats at night and they sometimes will eat them or whatever. Cool concept. But then they ended up making it to where like, oh, well, after Batman gets struck by Darkseid's laser in one of the crises, Batman dies but he's sent to the past, where then
Are you talking about
becomes,
New 52?
Yeah, you remember this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ends up going all the way back into the past, and he ends up creating like the pseudo caveman version of Batman, then creates like a pirate version of Batman, then he creates
so
like
it's almost like he's the one that instigated the Court of Owls.
yeah, that he instigated. That all of that was then created because since the Batman was prominent, they needed to make subculture of animal, like almost like Power Ranger, like power of Tyrannosaurus Rex or whatever. It's like, okay, power of Batman, power of owls, power of
you got Samurai Batman.
Yeah, you had all of these crazy like
funny story. Samurai Batman's in. No, I'm talking about Pirate Batman. Pirate Batman's actually in the new Lego Batman game.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, he's in the Court of Owls story. He's super huge, dude. Because that's when they introduced the immortal Joker. I don't know if you guys remember this story where like the Joker was using the pool that Ra's al Ghul uses, right? Lazarus pit. And that the Joker has been super immortal his whole entire life. He's like an urban legend. They used to call him like the Great White Shark. Like when he's in the water, like you can see his smile from like a mile away.
I wasn't like too keen on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do like. Okay, I don't like the idea of the three Jokers. Never that I think that was a good idea because that cheapens the idea of what the Joker is when you add a copycat.
I agree.
What I liked about the Joker is that you just don't know what his story is.
The thing is, I would be okay with the three Jokers thing if it's actually just one person with a messed up mind that thinks he's three different people, but they're all the Joker.
We did get more,
so you could never pinpoint who he actually is.
I just like this concept that like maybe this thing just as the Joker being this urban legend or this like it style character. When it wants to appear, it just appears as the way you always assume he's supposed to be, which is why in every story that's major, he's different in some kind of way. He's got a trench coat. He's a criminal. He's a failed comedian.
He's a mafia boss.
He's a mafia boss. Like, and instead of me saying, oh, it's because there's three variations and they're all pumped full of drugs and they were all coursed by the original Joker into be this new iteration. He's just this fucking
absolute
demon.
Joker. Hold my beer.
He's just a demon, dude. Like just the craziest iteration of the character you can think of.
Well, then I think we get into the realm of territory of what they did with Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies, where they made him mythical, and in the books, he's supposed to be just a guy, and that's why his death is so important. That was like he was just a wizard.
Yeah, that's the urban legend.
So like,
don't say his name and shit.
Yeah. So like the Joker, I like the fact that he's just a guy. I don't want to know if he's a comedian or whatever. I don't want to know a backstory. The only thing I want to know is that he was born from falling into that freaking
pit of acid, right?
Pit of acid, and then whatever man that fell in there did not come up. It's the Joker, and he's not like mythical. He's a dude that is so maniacal and has a evil intelligence. And he's so obsessed with Batman and that like he's constantly in the way, constantly escaping, and it's just like the relationship that Batman actually has to overcome throughout all his enemies. Castings. You know, like I just want I don't want characters to be turned into more mythical stuff. You know, like just add another character if you want to do something more mythical, more demonic, whatever it is. For me, I think the Joker should stay as a regular dude who, just like Batman, can fight any super mutant dude because of his mind and what he plans to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like. The only thing for me is I like for the Joker to not have a definitive origin.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason why is because if Batman per se in the comic books is this ultimate detective, he'll figure it out. Like if it's if he doesn't know, like remember, it wasn't until he sat in the what is it, the chair or the Morbius chair.
Yeah, where he
finally figures out that there's three Jokers. And you're telling me that this is the smartest dude on the planet, but in one of the iterations, we know the Joker fell into a pit of acid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, why doesn't he just stay? Yeah, that's the dude. He fell in a pit of acid. I know that guy. It's
And wouldn't you know their whole life story? If
yeah, you would instantly figure him out. Like, there's no way that Batman doesn't figure him out when it's
that's why it's not smart. Like, whoever wrote that is an idiot. You know, like, they didn't think it through. But to answer Vince, if they say the Joker backstory is Jared Leto, I'm shooting up the block. It's not happening.
All right, and
screw that, man.
And what about Derp? What about Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson, there's been 3 theories, I believe. Talia, Gilda, or the girl
Gordon's
from
daughter.
Mask of Phantasm.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, her.
That would be those three,
cool. Those are the 3 names that I've heard.
Wow.
Even also, actually, I forgot about this one. Even a sister to that, basically, is what I've heard.
What would be interesting, as a matter of fact? I didn't even know that was a thing.
If they did a real Batman movie?
No. Well, that and they made Batman be a detective for once, not Alfred. Yeah. If they made it where you said it really well, Hush, right?
Right.
But the thing is the longest Halloween would need to be a separate, like 2 or 3 movies long for it to work. The cast is huge. But if you have,
well, like, remember, it was a super long movie, so they might make it 3 hours again.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, because it splits, because there's like Superman's even in Hush, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's huge, bro. It's huge. You have Sebastian Stan, who might be Two-Face, but if you were to introduce Hush, but mix the 2 characters from Mask of the Phantasm and Hush, make
Andrea,
the girl Scarlett Johansson's character, make her like a female version of Hush, because she's the Phantom, and that's who Hush is. Like, you just mix
Andrea. That's
like,
who it was. Andrea.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that, because I really love the Mask of Phantasm movie.
Yeah, right. But the Hush story is literally the same story.
Yeah,
it's
I
almost
get it.
like literally like verbatim. Almost Hush is almost the same story as Mask of the Phantasm.
I get it. Like,
except the Mask of the Phantasm character has such cool like toys. Like, she's like a ninja, like fucking, she does what Batman does. You know what I mean? Like, like, in Hush was just like this dude that was like, fuck you, Bruce. Like, I know who you are. Bang, bang. And you know what I mean? Like, he's just fucking with him. You know what I mean? I think that would be really cool, man. Like, it'd be like a cool revenge story. Like, you can even bring the first girl from the first movie that got like killed by the governor.
There are more castings as well.
There's what?
Well,
there's more castings as well. And
there was a couple I saw them. They're pretty much the same characters, other than the guy that was in the Eternals. I don't know who his character is going to be.
I think he's what's his name? The partner to Commissioner Bullock. I think he's Bullock.
The big chubby guy?
Well,
yes.
Yeah.
That could be Bullock.
Did you guys
or something like that? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the rumor of Matt Reeves' Batman in the DCU?
No, I did not hear this rumor.
Okay, so there's a rumor going around because
when was this?
We're seeing, this was like a month ago. We're seeing like a lot of promotional items, like at Walmart. You'll see Batman and Superman, like David Cornsweet and Robert Pattinson Batman.
And Robert Pattinson.
On like the plates, the cups, backpacks, and it's like Batman and Superman stuff, like toys together. And the rumor is that James Gunn is allowing this movie to launch first, and then to test the waters if he could fit Robert Pattinson's Batman into the DCU,
into the universe,
so that he doesn't do the Brave and the Bold. He does the Brave and the Bold storyline later on, introducing Robin and stuff like that. Like, what do you guys think of making this the James Gunn Batman? I don't care about the James Gunn universe, but I know Derpy does. But what do you think about that?
Honestly, it brings in, it brings the Pattinson one definitely brings in the bank for some fans.
True.
If they put it together, it has to be written well.
Of course, yeah.
And the timeline has to make sense. But I wouldn't be opposed of it at this point, because you definitely need Batman. He's one of the bigger draw-ins for WB, like Relic always says.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna get this universe off and going, they gotta have Batman already established.
True.
So,
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to do much if he's already there, and they just use what they got
Right.
existing.
right.
Because
So, like-
that would, like, I'm in the same format. Like, I think the same way you do, Derp. Like, I think that he doesn't feel like a James Gunn version of Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
That's
James
the
Gunn
thing.
draws his characters fanatical. Like, you're gonna get like again, we were talking about that dude from Reacher, like playing a Batman because
Alan
he's
Richardson.
like,
Yeah.
Alan Richardson. He's like 6'3", he's like 280, just all muscles. You look at Robert
He's in his
Patterson,
40s though.
yeah, but you look at Robert Patterson, he's
Pattinson's in
like
his
6'3"
early 40s.
also, but he's like 140 pounds. He's skinny. He's not jacked, right?
Yeah,
And
like he
we
could have
did-
played a good Robin.
Yeah, and we did get a very good version of a big solid Batman with the other what was his
Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck's big Batman, right? That was cool. He may not have been the Batman we really cared for too much, or the way that Zack Snyder was doing it, but visually
It was there.
he was cool. Like, I thought he was a fucking good looking Batman. Like, not like him as Bruce Wayne, but like the suit, the size.
I actually
the
liked him more as
movements.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be real.
But, like,
I
just
might have to
preference,
agree with
yeah.
you. I might have to agree with you. Like, I liked him as Bruce.
But no. I understand
More
that,
than
and that's
Batman.
cool. Like, especially like in the Justice League films when he gets more talking points and stuff. But his overarching aura of the Batman character in costume, standing there looking, he looked like the way cosplayers want to look like Batman.
It was the
not
most
Batman
comic
we really-
accurate suit as well.
Yeah. So like I think that's where there is a real like surrealism in the Batman movies that makes the Superman character more to Christopher Nolan's Batman, where like he looks like very like, okay, this is a normal guy. He's wearing a bunch of stuff in the technology department in his suit. Like, he can do some shit, but it's like it's very based in realism, and it's not based in a lot of like the fanaticalism. And I think that's the only part that this Batman to Superman suffers from. But do I think this guy Robert Patterson can play Batman? Yeah, I think he could totally play it off if they were to, like, I don't know, lighten it up, make the characters more playful. I don't know, maybe add some color, not make it so dark.
I'm gonna be real. I think they have to finish this trilogy before they can introduce him.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They gotta give some base. They gotta really.
Well, like, the thing is, they could launch this one and then have him cameo in some other project for like a scene.
That's probably,
and then finish the trilogy.
Yeah. True.
Right.
True. I see that. That's a dope way to put it. Last but not least, I know Derpy, you probably got to get out of here soon. Give us some feedback on the Lanterns, bro. So we got some info on the Lanterns. They released the plot. They talked about the green that everybody was
Trailer's
complaining about.
releasing tomorrow.
Trailer might release tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
So just real quick, I think the reason why they pulled it is because they changed the hue in the green, and they probably wanted to add it because Sonic the Hedgehog eyes look weird and teeth. So I think that they probably took it off and probably added some green, which, I mean, I know that there's a lot of fucking posers out there that are like, nah, fuck the green. It's not important. Fuck the green. But Guy Gardner has the official Green Lantern green in the Superman movie. So that green has to work throughout the entire universe.
There was a 5-7-second clip released online if you want to look that up.
Yeah, I'll check it out. But continue.
But the plot details that have surfaced are basically there's two timelines in this series. And one from 2016 when they're in a town, and then I believe new events, which was the 2016, which we saw in the trailer mostly. And then there's new events that I don't think they've shown, which honestly, which I've pretty much, what's the word I want to say? What's the word I'm looking for? Like predicted, I guess, or assumed, I guess, that it would probably be that there's probably two timelines, because that's what was rumored. But this new trailer, this new clip definitely has green in it, and we'll have to. Am I freezing? No. Well, we'll have to see tomorrow what we get.
What are you expecting? Are you excited, or are you guys excited? I found the thing that we're talking about.
Right, there it is.
Yeah, you ready for this? Let me play this real quick.
There might not. Yeah, there's. See, that might be. Everyone's saying that's cautious.
There we go. Finally, we get some fucking.
Everyone's saying that's
action,
cautious.
bro.
Yeah.
Finally, we get some fucking ring action.
I know, and some like actual like superhero crap.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Good. That actually makes me kind of happy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like there we go. There we go. There
so
we fucking
We'll see tomorrow what happens.
What do you think that is? That's crazy. Is a laser beam coming from space?
Maybe if it takes place in the past, maybe some of the Green Lanterns have knowledge about the Kryptonians wanting to like create a harem and rape the Earth.
Oh
and
no! I hope
it could
they
be
don't
It could be a Kryptonian coming in and.
Derpy, as a fan, dude.
You know.
Like as a fan, I think I saw that. You're like you can't be happy about that, right?
What?
The idea of it being where it's like we talked about it in the Superman film. In the Superman film, what they did with the dad, Jor-El, right? So, like, from what I've heard, rumor-wise, is that when the next film comes out, this is just what I've heard, just in speculation of like Reddit or like in podcasting, that they're probably going to backtake it and be that the girl who used her nanos or whatever, that they manipulated the footage to make the dad say that. Because there was such a huge backlash on the idea that...
But they confirmed it 3 times in the movie, and then James Gunn confirmed it outside the movie. That's like, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I really hope they don't go with that, dude. But Derp, on your talks, like on your ideas, like, do you think them going forward with that video thing of Superman in their universe, like maintaining it as if that's a historical moment in the character's like life? Like, do you think they should continue with it, or they should be like, nah, it was fake? You know what I mean, right? You get the idea what I'm talking about?
I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50. Like, I'm kind of hoping that's what it is, but I'm kind of hoping it's not listening to you.
Yeah.
Like on one end, you could kind of have like the Vulturemite thought of it, of like, this is common in this alien world, and they're taking a new approach. I still think it's one of the worst decisions ever.
I don't like it, dude.
But yeah, I don't like it either. But they can make it work within their own universe.
I mean,
I'm not saying it's a good decision at all.
I could make it. Yeah. I could make it feel where it's like the idea of like they fabricated the story, they translated it and made it a fabrication where the Kryptonian race was like this imperialistic group of people that go around and conquer like you said, like the Viltrumites,
like a Genghis Khan kind of deal.
And later on, Superman or someone's holding on to the Lex Luthor, and he's like, yeah, we made it up. Fuck you, I don't give a shit. But since it's out there in media, you just can't delete it and make it not real.
Oh yeah, so then like people become villains based off this because they won't believe anything else otherwise.
Yeah, because they don't believe the conspiracy of it not being real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could see that being a purpose on them using that. I just don't want it to be like
the Saiyans did do that. Yeah.
I just don't want it to be like a historical moment in Superman's history that's like the killing of the Padawans in the Star Wars thing. Like, this is going to be like the anchor point that everyone that hates Superman goes back to. And they're like, well, Superman's bad because
for some reason
he was supposed to bang chicks and make them all pregnant and conquer, even though he was like on the earth for like 30 years and never did that. You know what I mean? Like, you would be well,
for some reason Hollywood wants to keep destroying Kryptonians because Zack Snyder did the same thing. They had Superman destroy all the embryos that could have been Kryptonians. That's like, yeah, we need to eradicate this race type deal, and it just doesn't make sense. Like,
but it's like,
just don't have the race already be dead. Don't make it a way where it's like we have to destroy. But that's the thing.
The thing is it's pretty hard to write off. How do you kill an entire race? I think because it's like, okay, cool. Like the exact same thing. Well, the exact same thing that happened to in DC for Superman was the same thing they did for Star Trek with Spock. You know what I mean? So it's like, again, if you do the same thing, then everybody's going to be like, oh, I'm just going to compare it to that or whatnot. I mean, it's been far enough to be like, it's not
but
Star Trek,
there's so many, like, DC is so big because they actually do dive into to the galaxy and what happens in that galaxy. Like, Brainiac, one of the things that I've always thought would be cool if Brainiac actually came back and succeeded, grabbed Superman's DNA and then made himself a body and became a Kryptonian.
You know, as a matter of fact, I
think
it's
Brainiac. You know what I mean?
Brainiac is going to be one of the villains in the Man of Steel movie, right? Derpy?
Man of Tomorrow.
Man of Tomorrow.
Man of Tomorrow. But he's going to be one of the villains, right?
Yes. He might be the main villain, actually. Or
yeah, he deserves it.
Presence.
Yeah, Brainiac is a fucking G, man. Is a G. Okay, so the Lantern series, they kind of came out and said that it's going to be based on a timeline, 2 timelines. One of them is in the past where Hal Jordan is investigating a murder or something, right? And he believes it to be of alien situation or whatever. Yeah. And in that, I believe this guy, what's his name?
John Stewart.
John Stewart is a rookie, but I don't know if is he a rookie in the Green Lanterns?
He's a rookie in the Green Lantern Corps. He still might be ex-military, and then he's which they didn't confirm anything, but from the first trailer, it's obvious that they share a ring. Hal might be retiring soon, and then it's like a mantle. He's giving the ring to John Stewart, so there will be
actually. I kind of heard something in that where in the future reference of the character, it's only Stewart that's there. It's not Hal Jordan that's with him, and there's rumors that maybe it's because of the fact that he's like died, or he's been missing or whatever.
So it's like what a hologram. It's like I think it's too soon. Like, you're introducing this to your universe and you're already going to make him Parallax?
Well, I mean, the idea is you're introducing 2 of the biggest, if not the only people that know
the
Green
biggest Green Lanterns.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, and you're introducing them in a series, like not even a movie yet. Mm-hmm. So like that's already a huge move already. So if you establish that this was in an earlier time frame and now it's in the now and this guy's alone, then you wonder, it's like, well, what happened to Hal? And then later on you find out that he is Parallax.
Yeah.
And he's out there, starting the universe.
Around.
Yeah. And you can make him like the overarching villain of like the movie for later reference.
The first Justice League movie?
Yeah, you can do some fucking cool shit if you establish it and be like, we lost Hal a long time ago. And everybody already loves Hal, but they love Stewart also. So I think that would be super cool. I'm kind of excited for this more as it gets closer to it. And it looks good. And I like the casting, bro. I really like the casting.
They don't have a bad casting. They got good actors. I just don't think with that first trailer, man, this just doesn't look good to me at all. Like, I hope tomorrow changes my mind.
I think we said that about Mortal Kombat 2, no? Or what was that you said earlier? No. The first trailer was bad and the second trailer was way better? We were just talking about it earlier.
No, yeah. It was Street Fighter.
Yeah, so maybe we're in
the same I really hope like it completely changes my mind tomorrow. But as it stands, yeah.
Derp, what about you? Are you excited? Are you not excited? What do you think, man?
For this?
Yeah, for the Lantern show.
I'm very excited.
With like this kind of video and stuff, and then knowing the plot, are you still thinking that it's going to be the center that's the villain? Or do you think it might have changed it up? It's interesting, right?
I still think it's the center.
The center?
Not the center. Probably Paradox.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty cool. It's interesting, yeah, because it's like, I want to know what direction they're going to go. The center's still huge. But yeah, other than that, I think Derp, you got to get out of here, right? I think we got... Yeah. We don't really got much to talk about. Only we got to talk about the other reactions. Mando. Yeah, you can't go
Mando and the Odyssey.
Mando, Grogu, and the boys. Derp, I'll let you go so that way you can go get go get your beauty sleep.
Yes.
You beautiful.
So I can watch the trailer tomorrow.
You beautiful motherfucker. You fucking beautiful, handsome fucking devil. Get your beauty sleep. You only need 20 minutes. You only need like
nice rack.
10
nice
minutes.
rack.
Nice rack.
I'll take my shirt off for content purposes.
For 5 likes. For 5 likes.
5 likes.
Derpy's OnlyFans.
Yeah, Derpy's OnlyFans. Derpy OF, dude.
All right, guys.
I'll see you, brother. Do good and have a good week, bro.
See you, man.
Have a good week.
All righty, Relic, we're on. Can you hear me? Is everything good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good, baby.
All righty, brother. I am caught up with The Boys season 5. If anything, I don't know why I'm continuously watching this show. I'm not really like huge.
Because you're like brain rot.
No, it's not too crazy. But I'm a big fan of Supernatural, and all The Boys kind of showed up one episode, which was 2 episodes ago, and I was kind of like, it was nice to see them. But like in the aspect of them talking about dicks and fucking prostitutes and doing all this bad stuff, kind of takes me away from the vibe. But I do know that most of these guys, and knowing the cast of people that were in the film with them, knowing that it was like literally like 70% of the movie, end of the world, or what's the party at the end of the world? Yeah. Knowing that it was that group, the Channing Tatums and the dudes, I was like, oh, I know these people. Like I know their group of people.
This is the end.
It's the debauchery of comedy world. It's all the dudes that do a bunch of coke off of strippers and I was like, I didn't think this was all about these dudes. I thought they were all good kids from Supernatural, but if anything, what's his name? Jensen Ackles and what's the other guy's name? Moose? What do they call him? The other guy?
Sam. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I'll look him up real quick. I forgot his fucking name.
Yeah.
Sam.
I always thought he would be great as like a Dick Grayson.
Which one, Sam or?
Yeah. The actor that's on Supernatural that was on The Boys. I forget his name. That plays Sam.
Jensen Ackles.
No. Jensen Ackles. I thought would be either good as Batman or Jason Todd, but Dick Grayson.
Oh, Jared Padalecki.
Yeah.
Yeah, Padalecki. Yeah, knowing how he does bad stuff like in his hometown and gets arrested a lot, I'm kind of like, okay.
I don't know about his life, dude.
he used to party a lot, bro. He used to do a lot of debauchery, and I think he's kind of slowed down and grew up. But
yeah, you kind of have to, man. Your body starts deteriorating fast.
Yeah, 100 million fucking percent. I think, and I was just talking about this the other day. I think Jensen Ackles, the guy that plays Soldier Boy, would be amazing if they, as Johnny Rico, if they redid Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah,
I would watch the fuck out of that if he was the guy they chose. Like him as Soldier Boy really put in
Starship Troopers. They gotta tighten that script.
They have to. Yeah, bro, they have to. Like they gotta make it good. It can't be all this bullshit that they put in films. Like it's gotta have its nonsense. Yeah. Like it's just very over the top. Like fascist, like communistic imperialism.
I did my part. I did my part.
How about yours? You can only become a citizen and vote if you're in the military. And if you don't, you're just like a fucking rando. Like you don't get like life. You can't have kids unless you're in the military. Like real like communistic and shit. Like it's super crazy, dude. And it's like if you're not a part of our country, don't worry. We'll educate you and shoot you till you do. Like, and then they're the ones that fucking kill their own people. Like I don't know if you're familiar with like the Starship Trooper story, right?
No, I've watched all the movies.
So the fucking asteroid that the chick ends up changing the trajectory of the spaceship.
Yeah.
That's the asteroid that hits and deters and then lands in Buenos Aires and wipes out like the whole nation. And that just states that the bugs were not even shooting at the Earth at all. Because that's just a regular asteroid. It's not even like from the planet. So like
they just want to kill space bugs, dude.
It. Yeah, they used it and fabricated as like a warmongering.
Yeah, it's not like the real world does that at all, you know.
Yeah, no, not at all. No, the conspiracies, no, not at all.
This is all like pure imagination.
Jesus Christ. No, but I would really like to see Jensen Ackles play Johnny Rico. That would be a really great story.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I'm caught up on The Boys. I know that episode 8 is going to come out soon. I think like this week on Wednesday, which is a finale for the season, I think. Is it?
Are you even excited, man? Are you even happy watching this show? It's
the only reason why I'm excited is because like
it's over.
I want to see how they're going to pull it off. We just had a pretty major
Here's how they'll pull it off. They won't.
Well, we had a pretty major death in the last episode of a character that's well known. I won't spoil anything, but it's a pretty interesting death. So in the comic book, Billy Butcher ends up killing off the boys because they're all associated with him and being soups and stuff like that. And Billy Butcher's all the soups are gonna die.
They somehow made Homelander the most interesting,
coolest character,
and the character you root for the most. Like they really screwed up on that part. Like,
dude.
I hope Homelander wins. Like the freak.
Yeah, you're not. It's the Thanos.
Everybody else sucks.
It's the Thanos syndrome, where everybody was like, "Hey, well, you know what? Thanos didn't do that bad, bro. Like half of the universe isn't too bad."
Yeah, you got like the Avengers screwed up. You brought everybody back, and then like everybody's becoming homeless now. Yeah.
People stuck in walls because the Earth changes.
You got rid of all the engineers, man. You kept the retards over here.
It would have fucking been crazy, dude, if they end up bringing everybody back in the universe that gets bleeped from Thanos. And since the planet rotates around the sun and is never in the same place, all of that half of the universe
just end up in space.
They're just in space, just dead, dude. Like,
yeah, because that's the thing. Like, and like, what about the people that were on a plane?
Yeah, they dead.
They're dead.
Dead. Like doorknob dead, dude.
Yeah,
like
the guys in that helicopter that
Nick Fury looks at. Like those guys in that helicopter when it smashes into the building and Nick Fury, dead, dude. Like straight up dead. Yeah, the only thing I'm waiting for is just to see if they're going to make the landing because, again, the boys at the end of the series, you know, Homelander is killed by a clone of Homelander, which we're not even close to that. Most of the characters are already all dead.
Like I think they're missing like an entire run of the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to finish it off because I think they're just losing a ton of money. I don't think they're finishing it off because like they really focused on the storytelling aspect. They're just like, let's just end this because we're bleeding.
That's interesting that Vince says that. I heard the last episode will be streamed in movie theaters.
So I heard
disagree.
No, I heard it was like
17.
Yeah.
It's like super adult. Like there's no way that AMC is going to be like, yeah, it's a great idea. Let's go ahead and put it in theaters with like tits, and there was a nutsack in like an episode like a couple episodes ago that was a weapon. You know what I mean?
Now there's no tits. It's all just dick and balls, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's just that's it, man. So I doubt they're gonna do it in theaters. If they do, like, they're probably saying that they're not gonna have any craziness, just like gore, which is good for the boys for once in its fucking life. Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm only interested in seeing how they're gonna land it. That's the only thing I'm seeing is like how they're gonna finish it.
Okay.
Like that's it. In the comic books, like I said, like a clone of Homelander kills him, and then Billy Butcher kills that clone, and then Butcher goes after everyone in the boys until it's him and Huey, and then he gets Huey to beat him up and finally balls up, and then he's like, "I'm proud of you. You remind me of my brother," and falls off like the Empire State Building and dies like on the rafters or whatever. Like it's real weird. But like Butcher does have a heart for Huey. And I still see that. Huey's already kind of like this character that's already established himself as a tough dude. Like he's not a pussy like the way he was in the first couple of seasons. It's not him anymore. So him and the Billy Butcher thing, I really don't see like this needs to happen for him to be like him getting his like I'm a man now attitude or whatever. And I just want to see what they're going to use because you have the kid of Homelander that's would technically be the clone since he's the child or whatever, but Homelander in like 3 episodes just beat the living shit out of him, like left him like just dead on a pile of like rubble, and Billy Butcher saves him and the kid didn't get to do shit, but he's in the trailer. Then you have the Deep who had this thing happen, and he's going to be hating on Homelander now, but is he strong enough to tear like his jawline off like the way it is in the comic book, or even fight Homelander fist to fist, right? Probably not.
Yeah.
And then you have Butcher.
Like the thing is like there's so many storylines with the other characters, especially like all the women that they put in there that they need to finish off. I really is this episode going to be 2 hours, dude? Like is it going to be a full-blown film? Like what is this going to be?
They'll probably make it like a season finale. They'll probably add like 12 13 minutes to it. But then again, it's like they introduced. Okay, so you haven't probably been watching the show, so you don't know much about what's going on. They introduced a new chemical that, if taken correctly, can make a soup immortal. Mm-hmm. And there was a whole run. That's not in the comic books at all. They just used the compound to make themselves into soups to fight Homelander. And then it just so happens, like I said, there is a clone that is more crazier than Homelander, who's Noir, right? Black Noir, the character, and he was put there as a saving line in case Homelander, deterrent in case Homelander ever goes crazy. They use that guy to go, but they don't know that motherfucker is just as nuts because he has to be quiet and he's only used in that nature, and they force him into a psychological thing, right? But now all that shit's out the window. So they gave Homelander that chemical, so technically he's casually immortal. They just haven't explained how. And then it's like, well,
they're not going to explain anything because they failed to keep any consistency.
Well,
like after season 1, it became like let's put political ideology in this.
Yeah, they could try their best
make it explicit, and then let's not care about the comics, and then they would like build snippets here and there from the comics. And then they would do like an episode where like they're kind of coming back and then they're not. They're making a crappy episode, then a good episode, then a crap, and then just became all crap. And then this season is just a dumpster fire, man.
It's been a little weird. It's been
like it feels like every episode there was things that was supposed to be explained in between episodes, and that also couldn't counteract the stupidity of the previous episode.
Yeah, because they want to stick to the comedy and they want to stick to the debauchery in each episode.
Yeah, and it just doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what envelope? You're ending the season. You're ending the series, man.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just lock in and be like, yeah, we might have screwed up for 3 seasons, but let's make season 5 a banger and focus purely on
Let's just try to hit the landing, man. Because like, if there's anything in the story that we're struggling with right now, is in the previous episodes, every iteration of how they're supposed to stop Homelander has an episode that snuffed that opinion out.
Yeah.
Like, there's a part where they're like, Billy Butcher's like, I gotta go tell the kid he needs to fight his dad.
Yeah.
Then there's an episode where he shows up and he tells his dad, I hate you or whatever. They fight. Homelander fucks that kid up. So we know 100% there's no way that kid's going to win in a fist fight against Homelander. Like, there's just ain't no way.
Of course, but it's also like, do you even want Homelander to lose at this point? Because Billy Butcher, to me, is like more of the villain now.
Well, that's the whole comic book. It's the same thing in the comic. It's the same thing. It's just that in the comic book, you end up finding out that Homelander was really not the bad guy that everybody was claiming. It was actually Black Noir, the clone of Homelander, who technically is Homelander too, but not, because he's the psychopathic version of Homelander. And Billy Butcher just happens to be like this dude that just like hates soups because he's the guy that got like fucked over because of it. So Billy Butcher, in sense, is the lesser of all 3 evils, but the what is it? The necessity evil to take out this evil.
Yeah, the necessary evil. Yeah,
so that's why in the end of the comic book, in the storytelling part, he sacrifices himself so that Huey can have a better life. It's just Huey's situation of the guy that runs fast, killing his girlfriend. Like, it triggered him into being like, I'm going to do it. Like, this kid, he's the push that gave it to me.
Yeah.
So in the storytelling part of the comic book, it's written very well at the end. It's poetic because Huey lives, remembers all the heroes, and that the superheroes were the villains, right? But again, like I said, everything that's supposed to be the thing that kills Homelander is snuffed in every episode.
Yeah.
Like, they brought in a chemical that could kill him. The person who made it's dead, so they can't create anymore. The person that's supposed to modify it, they die, so that person's not around anymore. Then it's supposed to kill Soups, but if you take the other compound of V1, it makes you immortal. The poison doesn't work on you. So now the poison doesn't work at all. And now the villain of the story is hyper resilient to pain, immortal, regeneration. Like, what do you do now? The other superpower that could be as powerful as a kid.
Well, you'd have to kind of do the Invincible storyline of what the freak is that character's name?
Levy?
No. The immortal guy.
Oh yeah, the immortal. Yeah, the immortal.
The immortal. Yeah. You'd have
to
to separate his limbs and scatter them to the different faces of the earth. So like he's still alive, but He's just not.
But he's resilient. There's
yeah.
nothing on the planet that can cut through Homelander, except those.
Can he be torn apart? Can he be torn apart by Noir?
No. Noir is
like,
just but Noir in the live action is just a regular soup. He's not a clone. He's just a regular dude. They never established a clone. The only thing that's the clone substitute is the sun. The sun is the only thing that comes close to that because he has the exact same powers, but he's young and he's not like experienced. So in the last episodes, they have a part where they just beat the shit out of the kid. Like, so that was before Homelander was immortal and can regenerate.
Yeah.
And nothing can cut through him. You can hit him with stuff and it might weaken him. The only thing that's been able to hurt him is him being exposed to uranium. Like straight up like uranium. Like the fucking...
So you just take him to Russia?
Yeah, well, they have a room that they just open it up and there's uranium there, right? But that's already been used. Like the other episode, literally in the last episode, he's just in that room and he's just like, it's a minor inconvenience.
So they're just going to... Are they going to try to make like a kryptonite type deal with uranium?
Who's going to carry it?
I don't freaking know, man. I'm not saying they wrote this well.
Everybody just gets radiation. Yeah. Like every motherfucker, unless they're in a suit, like they're holding a knife.
Dude, brother, like I'm not claiming.
It's very confusing, dude. Yeah. It's very and this is why I'm more interested to watch on what kind of fucking miracle they're going to pull off as to how it all comes to an end.
Watch, it's just going to be somebody with a handgun blowing his brains out.
That'd be crazy. The guy's superpower is he's the script writer, and he just takes the eraser, turns the pencil around, and just you see him erase Homelander's name, and then he just disappears.
Dude, dude, my dad would give me that explanation. I'd be like, Dad, why did he do this instead of this? And he's like, it's actually like super simple. It's so the next scene can happen. Yeah, that's how he would say it. I'm like, man, Dad, come on, give me a real explanation.
Give me a real reason. Yeah,
it's just how they wrote it.
That was
I'm like, awesome.
To me, that was Star Wars, the last movie. When Finn is on the horses, dude. Finn's on the horses, and then all of a sudden they like do some shit, and then all of a sudden he goes, "I have to go that way," and everyone looks at him like, "Why?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just have to." I thought it would have been great if he just like, because I read the script, I have to go that way.
Yeah.
That would have made more fucking sense to me.
Well, like
him just guessing where it was.
Oh, remember like Pippin was like somehow Palpatine returned. Like, who the hell are you?
Yeah,
how do you know this information?
Fucking Star Wars, Lord of the Rings.
Like somebody interrogate this dude. He's just spouting like information out here.
So that's why I'm kind of like stuck watching The Boys like through and through.
Well, like you have to now at this point, like
because I'm kind of like I'm more intrigued as to be like I want to see what these shitty writers are gonna do. I want to see how they.
I want to see how big this dumpster fire gets.
Yeah. I want to see as to why all of these guys that are writing this story made me feel bad when there was a writer's block or whatever, when they were all protesting that they needed to be paid more. I want to see where that money's going. And right now I'm kind of like, hey man, those guys should have stayed out there longer, dude. Picketing for more money. They suck, dude. All those guys suck at filmmaking, film writing, or whatever you want to say. Nothing's been good. But that is what it is. But yeah, that's why I've been watching The Boys. But now on to the last part of the conversation. Won't be too long. Early reactions for The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Not good, brother. Not
good at all.
Good.
So break it down. What are we doing
chilling for it?
Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be a film that's coming out, I think, like next week already, right?
It already came out.
What? I thought it was out next week. It's out this week?
Yeah, it's out this week. Yeah, it already came out.
Shit. That's not good.
Yeah, it sucks. There's a lot of reviews on it. I think they extended the embargo, so you can't. They extended the embargo, so I think you can't put any spoilers. Here's the biggest spoiler of all. It sucks. It's terrible. Like, if you just look up any YouTuber's review, even people who are shilling for it, they would say things like, "Oh, if it's tailored for kids, like they nailed it." But first of all, you're a bad parent if you're just gonna show kids whatever retarded crap Hollywood puts out. I hate that argument.
I like how that's now an excuse for when a movie sucks. It's because you're not the audience.
It's like, oh, it's made for kids. I'm like, yeah, and who takes the kids to the movies? The parents.
Well, who shows kids the fucking the Andor show.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
yeah, how are you gonna show that?
That's definitely not made for kids.
Yeah, that's not made for fucking kids.
Yeah.
And then not only that, you look at fucking Marvel with the Thor Love and Thunder, and it shows Chris Hemsworth's ass. How's that meant for kids?
Like bareback, all of it. Yeah, not for kids.
It's a fucking excuse.
It's a ridiculous excuse. Like I hate when people tell me like, oh, but your son's gonna grow up with a David Cornsett Superman, so you have to accept it. I'm like, no, I don't. I show him Christopher Reeve Superman. I control what happens in my house.
Yeah.
But because I actually try to be a good parent. It's crazy concept nowadays. But the Mandalorian Grogu, the thing is, everything that the trailers gave us, that's it. Have fun. Like,
pretty much
it's like a whole season that they just took episodes out, and they accidentally took out important episodes for you to understand the plot. And it's a non-consequential movie that whatever season they come out, a season 5 or 4 of Mandalorian, you don't have to watch this movie. Because
what was the point of this?
The point of this film was to show that Star Wars is still alive, and that like bring people back into the hype of Star Wars, the fandom, back into the movie theaters. That was the point of this film. But I heard the worst review I heard about it was that this is Jon Favreau's worst movie. And remember, he directed the Lion King film. Yeah.
That's bad.
No, Gina Carano was not in this one. She's not.
She's not in it?
She's not in this one. They've had talks about bringing her back. She did make an interview. Said, like, we've had talks after this movie launched during the fight stuff. But she's like, yeah, we just had talks again. And she was very, very open that, like,
she'll come back.
No, she was very open that like anything could happen type deal. Like there's talks are being had. So if anything, she'll be in the next season. But yeah, she's like not even mentioned.
That's
as far as I can remember, she's not even, like. Again, they do so many things that's not Star Wars, like the Hutt speaking English. Stuff that doesn't need to happen. Pedro Pascal phones this in, man. Like this is. Doesn't even like easiest paycheck he's ever gotten. 100%. You could tell he's not. I don't like Pedro Pascal, but you could tell that he's like, this is.
Yeah, he's just there.
Terrible script writing. Look, dude, the dialogue is freaking terrible. Yeah. The dialogue is just awful. But
in the trailer, I hate the fucking.
Yeah.
In the trailer, I hate when he's talking to Grogu and he's like, remember how I told you to never touch the keyboards on the top of the spaceship controls?
You could touch it now.
Yeah, you're going to have to touch them now. Please touch standing 4 inches directly. Like, the script is bad, dude.
Dude, like, so, again, with no spoilers, they're doing the same thing that they've always done with Grogu. They make him an absolute moron when they need him to be, and then they make him a freaking genius when they need him to be. Like, it's ridiculous. This movie is freaking awful. It's Devil Wears Prada 2 is not getting good reviews, and it's already beaten the Mandalorian Grogu movie. Like, this movie it's already a flop. It had a terrible opening weekend. My bad. It's projected to make less than 300 million.
Yeah, I've heard the projection.
I said my projection was like 120 million.
That's crazy, dude. For a Star Wars film.
For a Star Wars film.
That's nuts,
dude.
That's identical to the Christmas special, bro. Like, the one that no one ever talks about.
Yeah. At least that one was like something.
Yeah. I've heard it's really bad. Again, I think it was really interesting because, like, Jon Favreau has been kind of up and present recently in the tours for promoting the film.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy was at the red carpet. Jon Favreau was at the red carpet. A bunch of other morons were at the red carpet, like Pedro
But it's
Pascal.
crazy because I heard that Favreau was against this film because it was supposed to be season 5.
But then he said that he's been working on this film for 10 years. That's what he said.
I think he's been working on the story for like 10 years, which makes sense. Like The Mandalorian, when it started off, was good.
This is what it came. It wasn't good. Like,
no, the Mandalorian when this first season came out was good. First season was good. I thought it was good.
No. All right, explain to me how the fobs work, man.
Fobs?
Yeah, to track people throughout the galaxy, the vast space of the galaxy. You know?
So that's just like, but those are like little things. Those are like, again,
dude, that's the entire thing. That's like the whole first episode.
Well, okay, so let me ask you this then. In the concept of Star Wars, how does the when they're looking at any of the equipment or how missiles work, when the missiles go into the fucking dark side, the Death Star, like those are all sci-fi gimmicks. It's kind of like the concept of like, what does it mean when you go to a passcode machine and it's just like green and you can just tap the thing and it just bleeps and it doesn't do anything. It just needs to look the part. So like the idea of the key fob
it's not that like they're for instance, like if you're gonna say like Luke when he launched the bombs from his X-wing to destroy the Death Star, right? Mm-hmm. Like we didn't see pictures of bombs doing anything else but acting in that way.
90
so then
degree, it's like a 90 degree shift change.
90 degree. So like there's certain things that didn't need to be explained that you could get explanation from the books, like there's magnetism and all that stuff, fine. But in isolation of itself, like there's nothing that contradicts it, right? Like, those are how the bombs work. Like the first guy missed it. It shows how it worked first. So the bombs are going to naturally go that way. So then he used the Force instead of his targeting system, right? To know exactly when to do it because it's going to react that way. That's how those bombs work. And then you get like The Last Jedi where when it opens, the bombs just fall in space directly down. It doesn't float out. There's no projector. There's nothing about it. They're just metal bombs that could just fall out. No little rockets to project it, to control it, to force it.
No, because we believe. But that's because of the fact throughout history of sci-fi films, we believe the whole of the ships to have gravity. There is a pull in a direction.
But this was falling inside from the ship down into space at a pretty solid distance to a dreadnought. That the reason why they got close is because that trajectory can penetrate the shields. So the shields wouldn't attract it. It's just crappy writing. But that's sci-fi. Star Wars
it's like I said.
Star Wars did have like pretty close lore, like consistencies. Now, if you're talking about Mandalorian, like I enjoyed it, but the more you look through it, the dumber it gets. Like for instance, the Gina Carano episode was one of the worst episodes. I love Gina Carano. I enjoyed her, but then she beats up Mando. Fine, cool. And then he's literally training everybody to their death. They have an ATST, and he's giving them sticks to protect their farm of shrimp.
Wait, but do you know
and
why?
Then
do you know what that episode represents, though?
It doesn't matter what it represents. That episode is stupid.
But they did it. It's the same story as Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai story. It's the exact same story, and that's where they got the inspiration for the episode. And the Mandalorian character kind of portrays this like samurai-esque warrior, traveling vagabond, and it's supposed to be Samurai and Cub. It's based on that whole story.
That's cool and all, but the way they did it sucked because they have an ATST and then they give them sticks, dude. And then the
Seven Samurai sucks.
The ATST.
Seven Samurai is not a good story, dude. And it's the same story that Snyder used in his fucking Rebel Moon story with the. It's the exact same story. So if you look at the Rebel Moon story and you go back to that episode with the Gina Carano and them defending, it's the exact same story. The Empire is coming.
No.
There's a couple of characters that are going to teach
the concept. People. Fine, whatever, dude. But again, the Empire, same weapons are fighting. You know, like you got an ATST, you got a freaking tank going against a dude with a slingshot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then they make the ATST with two people controlling it act like a T-Rex. Like, what are we doing here? This is not a creature. That's a freaking machine being controlled by people that are set on destroying this place and ravaging it.
It's because of the fact that they're using that line because of the fact that we had the last film with the Ewoks destroying people with, basic trinkets and stuff. The rebellion can come from all the different forms of life or whatever. Like, It's kind of in the same nature. Like, it's
No,
just
but like the thing
writing.
is, no, but it's stupid writing because they didn't even stay consistent to the movies. Like this takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and what 7-ish years after Empire, 7 8 years after Empire. So why didn't Boba Fett use a tracking fob instead of going in to the trash compactor of the Star Destroyer, or the Super Star Destroyer, or Star Destroyer, whichever one it was, I can't remember, leaving and then following the Millennium Falcon? Why wasn't there a fob? Like the little fob, tracking fobs?
The tracking fobs, yeah.
It makes Boba Fett look like a moron. Because he had to hide his ship in the trash unit of the Super Star Destroyer. Then the Millennium Falcon, as soon as they left, he turns on his Slave One and follows them to Cloud City. When apparently you could just type in like a freaking address and it tracks people through the galaxy, through space.
Instant fucking.
Yeah. Like the puck thing, it made sense. So why would you need a puck and a tracking fob? Of like, this is the picture of who you need to go find. From our circles, the last thing we heard was this person might be in this part of the planet, and a planet is supposed to be big,
huge, yeah,
right? Like, why does everybody land on the same city in Tatooine, the same city in every planet?
That's why I say.
Do you know how hard it is for a regular person to find somebody on a planet?
Just in a city,
yeah, just in a city, it's damn near impossible. And then you're saying it's a tracking fob through the galaxy.
That's why it's always like the Minority Report movies, right? Or like Enemy of the State or whatever. Like movies already give this idea to the audience that you don't have to be dumb. I don't have to explain everything to you. Sometimes it just works. That's the Marvel with the earpieces. No one ever explains the earpieces, and then all of a sudden they're all talking to each other on the battlefield.
Yeah, but then again, Star Wars was already established that there are no fobs. That like the bounty hunters are that good. They're very specific to their tasks. Like they have certain skills. They know how to navigate. They know how other criminals think. They know how the people they're going after.
They know how to transverse the underverse or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like they can think outside the box. And the reason why they can and do it, and they don't just tell people right away, is so they could get money because they're in it for the money. Like Boba Fett could have told Darth Vader, like, "Oh, you lost them? They're probably hiding and turned off their ship. They're probably here waiting for you to do something. My guess is releasing the trash into space, because then they could just detach.
Make money that way.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have made money. Yeah, and then I could tell you I tracked him.
I never understood why Boba Fett was like this crazy cool bounty hunter when he was never established in the show, and the only thing that happens to him is he gets like his backpack cut by some random fucking wannabe Jedi master.
It's because of
shit, dude.
Yeah. It's because of the respect.
That's the only thing we knew about him.
Well, like it's the thing. The reason why is because of the respect Darth Vader gave him. He specifically pointed out no disintegrations, and then when they're leaving, he's like, "Hey, he's no good to me dead," and he's like, "You'll be very well compensated," is because he has a respect for Boba Fett, and so that's why you consider not only his armor, but you considered him. You consider him to be awesome because, like, the coolest, baddest dude in the universe is giving him more respect than any character that had a conversation with in all the 3 of these movies, other than Darth Sidious.
Yeah. But then it gets crazy when he gets fucking one-shotted by Luke Skywalker in like a Jabba the Hutt spaceship, and then like literally by accident.
It was a jetpack.
Yeah, well,
malfunction.
I always tell people about that when everyone was like super like, yeah, they're doing a fucking Boba show. I was like, why are you excited, bro? He's like, I go, look, the way this show is going to be really, really fucking awesome is if they make him like the accidental spy. Like this guy slips on a banana peel and his gun goes off and it shoots the guy. That will make Boba Fett the most interesting fucking character, because throughout all of the Star Wars history, he's never established, except the fact, like you said, he's told in a meeting of all the best bounty hunters that he's supposed to do this, this, and this, and he gets the body of Han Solo. That's fine. But when he goes for combat, which is what he's supposed to be specifically well versed at, he gets his fucking jetpack cut and he falls into a Sarlacc pit and is never heard from again. Literally dies in that situation in the entire universe, only for later on to come out in a comic book with amnesia.
in the EU,
and then
there's
becomes
books
Han
about
Solo's friends.
Yeah.
He becomes Han Solo's friend, and then at the end of their adventure, gets his memory back while the ship is collapsing or about to be exploded. And he's like, Han Solo, you motherfucker, and pulls his gun out, and Han just closes the gate and locks him in, and then the ship just explodes and he dies. That's from the comic books, but that's not canon anymore.
Yeah.
But like, that's it. That's what everybody was like. Yeah, fuck yeah, Boba Fett. I was like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, he hasn't done anything. He's like,
it's because the Mandalorian suit was so cool.
Yo, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen the movie in a while. Luke Skywalker hits him by accident.
No, it's Han Solo.
Oh, mind you, it was by accident though. So, it wasn't even like a clear.
He's like Boba, where? Which look. I understand that it's not a satisfying end to a character, but I do like that. Like, this isn't always smooth. Sometimes
I'm not saying
crap happens. I'm
not saying it wasn't a satisfying ending or whatever. I thought it was great. I love Boba Fett. I think he's amazing. But what I'm saying is like, that's not enough meat and potatoes for me to think that this guy's the coolest fucking character and deserves a series.
Those are people. Like, again, it was the fan hype. Yeah, dude. Like, it was the fan hype.
The fuck out of that shit.
I'm okay with it, but like, then you give me like Power Ranger Vespas after.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, what is this? What the fuck is going on?
Like, this guy's a freaking loser. This was terrible.
That was my whole like existence during the Boba Fett life. We were watching that shit, and I remember fucking Brian was like, he's like, damn, dude, like I want to like it, but I can't like it, and I'm like,
yeah, it freaking sucks.
And I was telling him, I was like, well, what are you basing all this cool shit about Boba Fett on? Like, how do you know he's that? I mean, all we've heard is he's supposed to be the best bounty hunter, but he's never produced. He never bounty hunted anything. Like, even the fact
he did get Han Solo. He did get Han Solo.
But he did it with the whole entire Boba Fett, or not, Jabba the Hutt crew. Like, it wasn't even him that got it. Jabba got it. He bought it off
No. He was doing it to get money from Vader and Jabba.
Yeah. But he didn't set that whole thing up. He only set the meet up, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Like, other than that,
because because he was supposed to capture it, and again, Darth Vader keeps changing things up. Like, he's supposed to capture him alive, but then Darth Vader's like, hold up, I have a plan, because we now decided, without telling anybody, that he's gonna go capture Luke as well.
Wasn't it after the dinner?
So then they were scared about his power. No. Like, remember, he was like, if Luke can be turned to our side, then great.
He'll be a good asset, right?
So without having to have a scene, you could be like, oh yeah, he probably contacted him and be like, hold up, hold them there, don't grab them yet. I'm gonna send some troops out. Awesome, but like, I'm gonna make sure everybody's there. And remember, they said like he got here before you guys did.
How did they capture Han Solo and Carbonite? Wasn't that Vader?
So
that was after the dinner, wasn't
Lando
it?
Calrissian. So Boba Fett lands on Cloud City before Solo.
Before Vader,
right?
Yeah.
Before Solo, yeah, and then he contacts Vader. Vader then sends troops and could land there before them, because he knows the trajectory. So he probably was in contact with them, and then had to talk with Darth Sidious, and was like, all right, well, hold them there. And so instead of you just capturing them and imprisoning them, like, I have a plan, and I need to see this thing out, and if it's possible. Okay? Mm-hmm. So then they're just whining and dining everybody.
Yeah.
C-3PO gets blown up because like he saw stormtroopers, and they're like, well, can't let them know that we're here. Boom. And then they wait till they have a dinner.
Yeah, I was trying to remember like what was the timeline, and I do remember that. Like, like they set him up in the
and then Boba Fett was right next to Darth Vader.
Yeah, he's the one that gets a hold of, but like, was it? See, this is where it's confusing, because again, like, Boba Fett does absolutely nothing in the entire series to garnish the idea that he deserves a comeback nor a series before Mace Windu. It was just like, in my opinion.
Wait, hold up. You got to remember the original trilogy when it launched in 1977 and in the 80s. That's all. Those are the only characters you got. You don't have Mace Windu. You don't have any of that stuff. So then it's like the one character that we wanted more of was Boba Fett.
Yeah,
and it could have been just based off the armor. It could have been based off the armor, based off his super awesome ship, and also based off the respect that Darth Vader was giving him. That's enough for like, okay, this character, like, I want to know more. The curiosity. Now we have so much information.
And now you know he sucks.
Before, yeah. Well,
yeah,
Disney made it suck super hard.
Sucking dude.
Yeah.
This guy sucks more than before, man.
Yeah.
I like when he was a mystery.
Even Tamora Morrison was pissed. The actor, he was like, I didn't like it. He's like, I want us to go back to like me being a BA dude and like doing bounty hunter stuff, which we thought we were gonna get with the Mandalorian as well, but it's a babysitting show.
Then he needs to be his dad's character, not Boba.
Yeah. Like, dude, as soon as you heard the backlash of like Dad bod Fett or whatever, he actually started working out so that he didn't have a belly. He's in a
suit.
Like,
who gives a fuck if he's fat? But like,
well, like, I care because he looked chubby as hell, dude.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, but when you're in your late 60s or mid 60s, like,
but he got fit. But he got super fit and then got like looked solid. The problem is like he didn't act like his character. Why would he want to rule Tatooine? Like he doesn't care about ruling.
He doesn't give a shit about that.
He would go after Han Solo. Like Han Solo's probably still alive. That like stupid bastard. Like the reason I almost died is because of him.
Yep.
But then like they made it like an allegory of like Native American tribes and stuff with the whole
Hawaiian
sand people. Yeah.
Samoans and
it was like, oh, sand people are really that bad. Everybody was not that bad. Rancors are misunderstood. I'm like, dude, Rancors are freaking evil creatures. Yeah. To like the Tusken Raiders are terrible. They like rape and pillage women and men for whatever reason. They don't care. They'll just do stuff.
Nah, man,
they shot people in pod races because they thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, they're just misunderstood, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, while they're shooting like
while they're shooting random fucking people in a fucking
race. They're not just people, children. Like
they're children, Anakin. Yeah, but
so like the reason why Mandalorian was so popular was not. We got something that was separate, and it was very mediocre, but it was better than The Last Jedi, than Solo, than Force Awakens, and it was set up to explain Rey's force healing ability, that like people
which
should be born with that ability, which is stupid.
Yeah,
and then it just became this nothing show, and then season 2 had some cameos enough to be like, all right, maybe after this, because season 2 also
gained some
wasn't
traction
good,
and
we could get something like we could get something with the new Jedi Order, and then just nothing again, because we're like, all right, season 3 of Mandalorian is just gonna be Mandalorian now because Baby Yoda's out of here, and then you have to watch the garbage Boba Fett show to know that Baby Yoda's back with Mando, and then you watch season 3 of Mando and he's just there.
And that's even shittier too, right?
Sucks.
Because they needed the Mandalorian episode to save the Boba show. Even though the Mandalorian character is based on what Boba should have been. You know what I mean? Like, that's sad as shit, dude. And not only that, I think it was the chick from Jurassic Park who was the director of that episode. I forgot her name, the redhead lady, the one that's with Chris Pratt. Yeah, she's the director of that episode, which wasn't that bad. Again, I think the Mandalorian show was pretty good at the beginning because of the fact we were barely working with the last sequels. Of the films,
like
the last trilogy.
We gave it more respect and leeway. We gave a lot of leeway because we had so much Star Wars garbage. Yeah,
so it was nice to see something kind of return to the status quo of the Clone Wars and the Rebels, trying to give respect to something that we still kind of had open ended and didn't give a definitive end to. So it was nice. And then of course, like, I think the idea of the Mandalorian culture deserves to have like still a foothold in the universe to play with. And they had to just establish that the Mandalorians were just like gone. Like it was like we were talking about earlier, like the Kryptonians, like you just wipe out an entire race and they're just out there all fuckery. Like there's nothing going on.
Well, like
at least the Mandalorian kind of gives us this idea that they're out there somewhere. Now they're kind of like coming back together.
Well, the Black you got to remember there's completely different types of Mandalorian. There's ones that believe
different
in the
cultures,
old religion, the creed, and then the Mandalorian hierarchy and structure of like a monarchy in a way. And then the Mandalorian that used to be a republic, and then the Mandalorian with the first dark saber. Like it's very convoluted, and you have to blame George Lucas for that. It's not all Disney's fault, because George Lucas, Republic Command is when we got an establishment of what Mandalore was like, and then the Clone Wars completely retconned that. So Dave Filoni and George Lucas effed up Mandalore and how it's supposed to be. Then they retconned again, saying Jango Fett was never a Mandalorian.
Yeah, technically he wasn't. He was just a clone, wasn't he?
No, he was. Jango Fett was a regular person that got Mandalorian armor. He stole the Mandalorian armor,
and then was just a bounty hunter guy, right?
Just a bounty hunter guy, which makes it. I think it's dumb, right? And I think they did it so they don't have to explain anything else. But
well, it's because they probably weren't interested in doing anything with the Mandalorian background, and they didn't want to go too deep into
it. Well, then they did a whole freaking 2 seasons of Mandalore. They did 2 seasons of Mandalore in the Clone Wars.
I think it's because they wanted to focus on just the Skywalker saga and not go too deep into like the realm of like expanding the universe. Because George Lucas, I feel, only wanted to do like the 3 movies and then just fuck off, right? And then it became such a bigger than life thing that he was like, let me build it more.
No. George Lucas hired writers and approved everything that happened in the EU. And then he also, like, not only did he do that, but he had over 100 different scripts that all tied in with the Republic, the Separatists, and then the outside realms like the moons of Iago and possibly the Grey Jedi and everything that Disney did nothing with, completely retconned everything he ever wrote and approved.
Yeah.
Like the EU, like what's actually his is episodes 1 through 6. What is half his, half Dave Filoni's is the Clone Wars, which is a travesty. And
as a kid's show, it's good.
It's no, like kids deserve quality. They're not kids. Like I enjoyed it, but it breaks a lot of lore. Like it does a lot of damage to Star Wars lore, especially in the EU because the books are supposed to tie in, and then it created a bunch of plot holes. But anyways, the Mandalorian movie sucks. Don't watch it in theaters. If you're a good parent, you won't show your kids this. Go watch it first, and then determine if it's worth showing to your kids. I say it's not. It's a whole lot of nothing. Cool little action scenes, CGI, fun stuff. That's it. But it's a bore and it's a waste of your money. Wait till it's on Disney Plus for sure.
Yeah. It's one of those things like, I don't know, man. Like, for what it's worth, like, I haven't heard anything really great coming out of like the first reviews of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Because there isn't.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think it's going to be good. In fact, we were talking about it earlier. What's his face? Dave Filoni, right?
Yeah.
Dave Filoni was not happy with it because it was supposed to be another season, but instead they cut it and made it into a movie.
Well, now they're making another season.
Yeah, well, yeah.
After this, there's going to be another season.
But it's like, it's just so crazy, man.
Well, like Dave Filoni wasn't mad about this because he's the one that approved it.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't think he has a say-so in this because it's like 7 years. 7 years of them not being able to put something out there, and they want to make a movie because they're trying to like. Again, we saw them kind of
when
like
you become the CEO of the company, you can decide if it's worth it putting out.
Yeah, but just remember, like, it's been recently that they're trying to change up a lot of the stuff, even at like what is it, the Star Wars, Disney, Marvel place or whatever. They're trying to make it to where they're going to remove all the. Yeah, the Galaxy's Edge. They're trying to remove.
No, that was already established in the beginning, like that it could be easily changed into Tatooine.
Yeah. No. But I'm talking about bringing back all the older characters from the original Star Wars that are made.
So that was part of the original plans. Then Kathleen Kennedy was like, we should put focus on the new stuff, but still be able to change because Vader was already there. Darth Maul was already there when. Like after the first year because there was no traction. There was no original trilogy characters, no prequel characters. Now they're putting now we're putting on Han Solo. We're still going to put Rey, but we're going to put Leia. We're going to put whatever else they're putting on. But you're still going to get First Order Stormtroopers. You're still going to get bullcrap everywhere.
Yeah, true that.
I know because I live pretty close to Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge and shit. Yeah. I remember you telling me. Not really excited for the Mando and Grogu movie. I don't think I'm gonna ever go check it out. I think I'm just gonna wait until it hits like, I don't know, streaming.
Even when it hits streaming, you'll probably just look at it and be like,
Yeah, I haven't even seen the Punisher yet. It's
another non-consequential thing. Even though season 2 Punisher sucked, you could jump in from season 2 Punisher and go into whatever thing that they're gonna come up with the future, like Spider-Man. And the Punisher. It's just him going through PTSD, finding himself as the Punisher again, putting on the Punisher costume at the last minute of the
Yeah.
episode. There's bad CGI. There's some really good stuff about it. It's not like the worst thing ever. Really bad CGI, computerized like video game Grand Theft Auto style stuff.
No bueno. Yeah. Alrighty, bro. I think that's pretty much it that's gone on this week. You have anything else you want to talk about real quick?
The Hoodissy.
Oh my God, the Odyssey, bro. When's it coming out?
Dude, who cares now? Like June, I think?
It's pretty bad.
I think it's
So
June.
it's based off of some like 2017 iteration of some lady that translated the Odyssey and was like
some slut bag whore.
Some crazy lady, dude. And she put a whole bunch of random shit in it, and Christopher Nolan was like, "Yo, I'm about this." Yeah,
dude, Christopher Nolan's a sellout, brother. Like he's already got Oscars. If you're like, we didn't know about his politics before, but it's at this point like you already got your Oscars. So even though there's like the stipulations of like, oh, you need a black person to win an Oscar, you need a trans person, you need a gay person.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are necessary now for the Oscars to involve you in their award ceremony. Yeah, which I think he should have just gone Robert Rodriguez style and just not cared.
Yeah, but he cares. Like this is his universe. You know, like so now we know he's a sellout.
Yeah, so now we're gonna have to see how it all plays out, which I think is gonna fail, but it is what it is. I was really excited for this film. I'm really into Greek mythology, and to know that they're trying to do this kind of stuff is sad. So
yeah, dude, the jiu-jitsu gym I go to is called Olympus, and he's super into
all the Greek mythology.
Yeah, he's super into Greek mythology.
Not this movie.
Yeah. Nope.
Definitely
even
not
in the
this
bathroom,
movie.
like the hanging towel is like a hand holding Medusa by her.
Oh, nice.
Snake hairs, yeah.
That's badass. Awesome. Well, excellent. But yeah, all right. Well, probably when we get closer, we'll be able to talk more about the Hood Odyssey. Okay. But most definitely we'll cover it. Yeah, the Hoodissy. Alrighty. What do you got going on this week?
So I've been doing the new show called Daily Drive on Wednesday nights. Me and my co-host, Bachis and Daily, we just talk about sports cars and cars in general.
I remember you saying.
Our recent episode. I'll probably talk a little bit more. Like a guy I met here, he gave me a ride. He has a Ford Model T, the first car ever. He has 3 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, and he took me on a ride, and it was awesome.
Those old 40 Ts, like those old 40s, like.
And he doesn't restore them. Yeah, like the first ever. He doesn't restore them at all. He's like, I like that everything's authentic. You know, he showed me how to crank it in the front. The accelerator is like on the steering wheel. Yeah, it's fucking really crazy. Fun. Yeah, man. And so that's what I've got going on. I haven't been able to put out videos because YouTube was having issues posting videos and remixing shorts. So sorry if anybody's been
missing you,
waiting for the next video. And I've been busy, so I didn't even live stream last week.
Oof.
Other than
life's been rough, man. Yeah. Life's been pretty rough.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, hopefully you get everything situated and everything works out a little bit better, and you can get back on it. Feel good.
But I did hit 111 subscribers, so that's
congrats, brother. Congrats. You're gonna beat us soon, man, with all your work that you put in. Well, Relic, I appreciate you for coming on. Derpy too. Thanks, Derp, if you're out there. The answers, guys. Thank you guys for always jumping in and being a part of our show. Jumping in the comment section. We appreciate every one of you. Relic, I hope you have a good week, man, and keep doing that jiu-jitsu, baby. Keep doing that jiu-jitsu. To everybody out there, to all our extraordinary listeners, guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us again on this awesome Sunday. We appreciate you. We hope to see you guys again here, the Average Boys Podcast, next week. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys again. Laters.
Thank you. Bye.